Hello everyone and welcome back to Morrowind here on Twitch straight or later on in YouTube on the other hand. And yeah, we're gonna be going and just trying to work on getting our own place in Telvanni, really. I'd say maybe we're gonna be actually getting it this time. I don't think I'm gonna be streaming as long today because I'm kind of tired. Uh, yeah, I'm just pressing the wrong button. Like, yeah, in most games it's the inventory is of course from the I button, and then I'm pressing it. Like, why isn't it opening up? Well, because there's no button like that. Okay, so Master Orion asked me to speak with the councilmen of House Eredoran. Oh yes. I must get at least 3 of them to agree to revoke the Mage's Guild monopoly. So, yay. And first we should be starting with the Sarati family, which will be interesting. Quite interesting. We are gonna be going and convincing sort of our possible family members, really. I guess I'm not actually sure if I have enough mana to try to be doing the recall. Let's see. Nope, not enough magic. Well, let's get out of here first and look into the magic situation after that. Yes, totally. Yay, I got over him. Easy. Hey people, I think you're actually the first one because I started even a little bit late. Oh, and Tayunda arrived immediately as well. So hello and good evening to 472. And also for Tayunda, hyvää iltaa, joka toivottavasti on mennyt hyvin tämä viikko. I hope 472 has also been doing well. I was just tired. I did already mention that I might not be playing as long today because I was feeling quite tired, but we'll see exactly how long then. And where would I be able to go a little bit further so that I could be going and sleeping a little bit, in game even, and gaining our, well, mana a little bit back. Yeah, it's been really warm for sure here in Finland. Certainly really warm weather today and yesterday and everything. Oh, hello rat. Well, medium armor skill increased, so not too bad. I shall train my mage skill against you, rat. Yeah, you were also tired. I was wondering, should I be leaving it at the start of the stream or right that I'm gonna start at 10 o'clock, but on the other hand, it doesn't in the end matter when you're already awake anyways for the, or up right now if you're gonna just then maybe quit a little bit earlier and everything, so I was thinking that, yeah, let's just start. But yes, we are gonna actually go into the Sareti family, all the way in the Altrune, yes, Altrune it was, when they also are actual Sareti named fellows, as interesting as it is, that we met some others who are Sareti. Oh, by the way, maybe I should actually go and visit in Caldera and just visit the one guy who I can sell a little bit more stuff to, possibly. Well met. Ah, you're playing Factorio. Going totally insane with my Factorio. Okay, I haven't played that far yet in Factorio. I don't know if Factorio would be better as a let's play or if it would be a good play to stream. What do you say for 72? 472? Would it be a good game to actually stream? I guess it might be, even though I don't know the game that well, but it will take a while to build things, everything up. I don't know. But yeah, okay, what was the building? I think it was the Korak Manor, which had the sort of an imp with more money, I think. So let's just go and sell some stuff before continuing onwards. Don't think it's the worst idea. Korak Manor. Has Tayuta played Factorio? Or do you know the game? Hello. And hello, Keeper. Help me out. I need the money. Oh, but I'm not actually giving you money. If you're rather giving me money, so I'm just rather giving you stuff. So I've been otherwise fine, at least. Nothing too special. Just, as said, tired, but really nice weather, as you said. Play it alone, it's super boring to watch others. Haven't played it. Yeah, I was still thinking about possibly streaming it or playing it and recording it, but yeah, it of course takes quite a while to be building and setting things up, so maybe as a let's play and then you just got certain portions out when you're just setting things up. I don't know. Would that work with Factorio better than just recording all of it? Possibly. You look strange from this angle. I don't know if you looked as strange last time around. What did I want to sell? Oh, I can sell this. I don't need the short blade, especially when we have Mehrun's razor as well. Silver staff, I guess I'll keep. Steel plate of heaven. I didn't even remember that I had something like this. It's just kind of strange when it has the levitate as well. How many different levitation things did I have that were able to do levitation? I definitely don't need a lot of different items to do levitation with. So... fortify heavy armor. Levitate 10 points for 30 seconds. That's actually pretty bad. So I guess I could sell that. Invisibility. Shard arrow. Just one shard arrow. Let's sell it. Not the blinding speed. Never gonna sell the blinding speed. I definitely don't need this either, to be honest. I'm already selling a lot. So what would I not sell? I guess is the question. This really isn't almost any value even, to be honest, but this is 1.8 weight and this is 3. So little. So very, very little. Fine. Seller max. Offer. 5k more gold. Speak quickly. Yes, you have a beautiful voice. Very beautiful. Well, let's go and sell something in here too, I guess. And yeah, he is definitely our dealer. For sure. Sell it all. I'm not gonna be starting to sell everything. I'm gonna repair everything, and that's already gonna take a lot of my money. Because I'm selling a lot. I need my weapons. Don't you understand? They are required. All of them. For sure. Duke's Guard Silver Cuirass. So that's a bad armor rating. It would be kind of nice to be able to use completely different looking armor set. But a lot of these just, are really bad. So it's not really an option. Just give me that. You can have the class piece armor piece of the class. Well, the Mage's Guild. Yes, back to the Mage's Guild. And head to somewhere else. Though I don't know, was there a Silt Strider in Caldera? I don't think so. I don't think there was actually one in here. Not that I'm sure anymore. I don't know. I guess the day is okay. I have nothing to say to you, even though you are very intrigued, my friend. Well, I can go indeed just straight up to Altrun anyways. And don't go there. Why can't I sell everything? Why can't you sell everything? Because it's important to me. It's value to me. I Story-wise, we got a lot of the items, and then I wanna keep them, and then like the shadow shield we got from the tribal man when we went and got it for them, and the same for the bow. Plus, maybe I'll use it someday. And on the other hand, I use my ingredients, of course, and my books are important. Definitely, I couldn't be leaving my books. And then I have some stuff that I want to be dropping at my home when I get my home. And and so on and forth. Don't you understand? It has a purpose. But yes, Tanyuta is correct. Don't go there. You sound like a hoarder. Yes, I never said that I wouldn't be a hoarder. How much do the houses cost anyway? It doesn't cost a lot. It's just that I want to be then leaving this stuff into my house. And that's why I need the house. But I gotta earn the house. I can't just cast it up myself, the house that I want. So I need to be going forward in Telvanni. I don't actually remember. I probably should be going and asking soon when exactly I could be going and trying to get it. I'm pretty far in the Telvanni house after all. Great House Telvanni Spellfright. Also, I need to increase my skills in magic. For sure, because I don't have quite the required... Well, I have enough destruction. But I think I needed... Or did I need anything else actually more? I think I actually have just now enough. Yes, need 2 skills at 20. I have that. I see, I think. Well, you're gonna see when we can start up our house. You're gonna see. At least then, finally you're able to understand, maybe. With good luck. But, do the Redoran house and try to convince them that it would be a good plan to stop the monopoly of the Mages Guild in selling magic. It's a very important thing to get them to agree with that, and we are gonna be starting from the Sareti household, which was not quite here. It was this one, wasn't it? Yes. Okay, well, dude. Sorry, but thank you for letting me pass. Well, actually, you didn't really let me pass, but you know. So start from the Sareti household, who are most likely some sort of a relation to us. Even though we don't really know that. We never really were in Morrowind before we were sent here. But there must be some sort of a connection.
Those boots are ruined. What now?
Totally. I have nothing to say to you, Domessia Sareti. I am here for Atun Sareti. What can I do for you? Well, I would like to stop the Mages Guild monopoly. I do not trust you. I don't even like you. Why should I listen to you, Telvanni? Well, let me give you gold. Would that be okay? There. You're generous, Belen Sareti, and your judgment is good. 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 I believe that your judgment against the Mages Guild monopoly will be good too. Correct? Yes, I see your point that the Mages Guild monopoly is unfair. I will support this resolution to overturn the Mages Guild monopoly. Perhaps you could convince the other councillors with an appeal to fairness. The only councillor who would never support this resolution is Archmaster Bolwin Venim. So, appeal to fairness. House Redoran does not approve of all that House Telvanni does, but we are proud of our record of just and fair dealings with the other great houses. The other councillors may be easier to persuade if you take this approach. Alrighty, so Bolwin Venim is the one that we wouldn't be able to convince. Good to know. Let's go. So that is Ramoran. That's the venom. So that guy isn't gonna support us. Guildhall, Arabar. That's Council. So, let's go to Ramoran. And yes, politics. Ramoran Manor. And have a chat with him if he might be happy to come and support us also in this endeavor. Are you the guy that I'm seeking? Maybe. What now? Yes, indeed. Here, gold. There you go. If you insist, I must not refuse. That is very good that you must not refuse. I would like to. Are you not the guy that I was searching for even? That might actually be the case. That sucks. If you're not the guy. But I don't see you having actually anything that I could be asking relating to that sort of a thing. Well, that sucks. I've wasted 1000 gold. Unless we can have some more stuff that we can try to go and sell. Who then in here might be someone we could try to convince. Where is people that I can convince? Steal it back. I don't know if I'm very good at stealing. I don't know what's up with you, but that doesn't seem very efficient. I don't think that opening the door was so difficult, but if you insist. Steal it back or go and sell stuff? Yes, I'll go and sell stuff at some point, I'm sure. Ramaran private quarters. Is this truly where I need to be?
What do you want?
Darren, is it you that I would need to convince? I think so. Or is it? I don't see again a thing that I could ask Claren. Mates is Guild Monopoly. Get out of my manor. Why would I tell money? Well, because I can give you money. That's why. No. Why? 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 Because I can give you even more money. This is suitable. Okay? So, appeal to fairness. Your words have convinced me. Though it is rare that I agree with the Telvani proposal, I will agree to this. Well. And yes, guards cannot operate doors. Guards, don't have a module installed that would allow them to actually operate with doors. It's a good thing that I went to sell more stuff when now I'm again using so much to just try to convince all of these damnable Redorans that, hey, you know, this would be a good idea. So it's all the way on the other side. Yes. All the way to the other side. Your words are very convincing indeed. Yes, very convincing. They are so convincing. I think it was that place. As soon as I can get there. This was Morrowind? Yes. I am correct on that. And then this is the Arabar Manor entrance. At least there's other purposes why we should be anyways convincing some of these guys in here, so in that sense, this is not the only reason. I don't think you are the guy. I needed to just buy the one thing from you before, but you are not the person that I need to talk to. Araban quarters. Bolul Elval. Are you the one that I chose? No, don't think you are. It's just a question, where is the person? Maybe private quarters? This is a pretty big place. Hello? I assume you're not the one that I'm looking for. Shush. Not put on the shoes at all. Hello, Satentenho, and welcome to the stream as well. Hello, hello. I assume you're not the one that I'm looking for? No, you're not the one that we are looking for. Definitely no.
What outland?
Morians. More on Morians. bedrooms. Well, I have no idea where I could find this guy that I'm looking for, but there's nothing that I have to do with you. Minor Arobar? Is it you, Minor Arobar, who I am looking for? And yes, it is. Can I appeal to fairness? While you speak of fairness when it suits you, there are many issues of which the Telvanni support proposals that are unfair, either in part or in full. You must therefore understand that my concerns go far deeper than the unfairness of the law, which is clear at first glance upon the surface, but whose reflection cannot be seen from the depths. The basic issue, of course, is one of trust. Yes, trust. The elusive goal towards which all petitions to a councillor must strive to attain. Well, to be honest, if you still nonetheless see that it's an unfair action, shouldn't you just out of principle nonetheless support it, even though there's other things that I support or my house would support that wouldn't be fair? I think it's just out of principle that you should be supporting it is kind of my argument here, but here's also some money. So, there you go. In the course of events, it is sometimes necessary to put aside the childish notions of allies and enemies and focus instead on a debate in which propositions are considered based only upon their merits. This indeed is one of those times, and you have defended your position well, thank you. Answering all of my concerns, I therefore shall support the revocation of the Mages Guild monopoly, lest history looks upon my actions with a baleful eye and claim that I allowed expediency to overwhelm principle. So perfect what I said there about the principle. And then he is saying this here in the end. Hey, yay, okay. But hey, how have you been doing, Satentenho? By the way, I'm not sure if we're gonna be then playing tomorrow or not. I need to be anyways considering do I go and try to live at my parents' place for the Mother's Day or not for Sunday, but matter of interest, yes, that's the correct area. I'm kind of tired. I really wouldn't want to be living there just because of that reason, but then I think that my father even asked me to be going and visiting there and everything, and then I'm like, but I'm tired. I wouldn't want to be leaving, but then I should be leaving and everything, so I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking if I should be going or not. Yep, it is the Mother's Day indeed. So I'm very much considering it. Considering my mother would very much be a lot happier if I did go. Even if it is relatively recently that I did visit my parents' place, so I'm kind of feeling like, but I visited there really just a moment ago, so wouldn't it not be necessary, but yes, and indeed, tough one. Tough one. It sucks it's even possible that I wouldn't have to leave tomorrow. I could leave on Sunday, but then I'm going to be spending even less time, then I definitely would need to leave at the morning. Not sure at all. Okay, and into here to get to the Imperial Shrine. But it's nonetheless like it's the 4-hour drive from here, from Oulu to Seinäjoki. So it's gonna take a while to go and drive there and then drive back. So yeah, not sure at all. Jep, ei voi vaan pyörähtää siellä. Vaan pitää jäädä vähän pidemmäksi. No ei nyt pitkäksi aikaa, mutta edes sitten muutamaksi päivän mieluummin sentään, ettei nyt samana päivänä voi ainakaan lähteä takaisin. Et sitten maanantaina voisi mahdollisesti vasta lähteä takaisin, mutta sitten jos sinne menee lauantaina, niin sitten saa oltua sen koko sunnuntai ja sitten lähtisi maanantaina. Mut sitten jos lähtee sunnuntaina ja tulisi maanantaina takaisin, niin siinähän ei ole niinku aikaa yhtään. No, there's no time at all if you go at Monday and come back at... No, Sunday. Go at Sunday and come back at Monday. There's not really any time. Yep. Ja, last all Schönes. Sprachen nutzen, das wird lustig. Yes, lustig. It's funny to be listening to me talk language that you have no idea what I'm saying. For sure. I gotcha. On that, I know that I also didn't say well enough, but I think I still got the idea what you were saying in Germany. Even if I'm saying it badly. You're doing fine. Wish I'd gone to walk outside today, but I was too lazy. Too lazy. Sateen then I'm too lazy. You mustn't be such a lazy one then. You gotta just go and walk. And my parents just left me with Mother's Day sweets when they left yesterday. Okay, so you're alone, and your mother's gone away, so to speak, from your place, so... Entschuldigung, yes. Apologies. Entschuldigung. But yeah, of course, it's the thing that I don't understand completely Germany, but then I'm trying to think that I think that's what it says. Oh, such a beautiful sky. But I do think that it's sometimes fun nonetheless, even to listen to a language that isn't quite something that you understand. I think it's fun enough when it's not something that you talk all the time or some such, as in that I don't talk all the time Finnish nonetheless only. Nice little... This is always... I like the skies of Morrowind, and then the lanterns are on here and everything, so I love these tree places, tree houses and everything. But hey, Mage's Guild has been revoked of their privilege of selling spells. Or the Redoran agreed to do such a thing, which is pretty sweet, we could say. Even though, in all honesty, I'm also in the Mage's Guild, so it wasn't really necessary for me. However, it's fine by me. I'm concentrating into Delvani House more so after all right now. Where was the place that I needed to go? I think it's around here somewhere. Just kind of difficult to see in this darkness. But anyways, yes, 472. I hope it was nonetheless fine. Yes. The blaze. Can I rest somewhere around here for just a moment or so? Like, properly rest. But I definitely anyways have to do a lot of editing more still today / tomorrow morning, if we are gonna be playing tomorrow, then more Divinity Original Sin, so... Oh, okay. Be right back in 15 minutes, alrighty. Well, we'll be waiting for you to come back. Tajunta. Hopefully, will be a good little visit. You're just playing here happily. Okay, then just try to go and find the... Good that it's fine. Find the correct spot to go inside. Then climb all the way up, even though there is a battle, sort of. There's the guy that I just ran past last time around here. And I think I might like to do that again, if I can, that is. However, I'm not 100% sure if I can, but I would prefer to. Why shouldn't it be fine? Just making sure, because I guess I can't be 100% sure it is for others, so I just needed to make sure. You failed to cast a spell. That's really annoying. Well, can I maybe equip this for just a moment and use its levitation? Maybe. Where is it? There it is. Hey, ooh, that's a very nice efficient blade for this sort of a little bit of a levitation. At times, even if I don't see any other purpose for this, because it's just a short blade. But hey, sometimes sometimes for this sort of purpose, so one doesn't have to be waiting for all those magic points. Also pretty quick levitation in all honesty, so that's really nice. Okay, I'm convinced. I convinced them. Thank you. So you have gathered the votes of the other councillors? Yes. Yes. According to one interpretation of the armistice, only the mage guild, yes. I did understand that, but I've done what you asked. Mages Guild Monopoly. I didn't even see it here, but I guess it should have been there. You have convinced at least 3 councillors. This deserves a reward. Perhaps you could use this glove. I enchanted it myself many years ago. Arion's Dominator. Well, thanks, I guess. So, what about advancements? Nope. What about more shores? There's another Telvanni in trouble. I do not normally interfere with these matters, but I have taken an interest in this one. I need someone to stop the Redoran attack on Vaven Andas in Shishi. Where is this Shishi? Several Redoran have infiltrated Shishi, and the Telvanni Waves Andas has gone into hiding. Shishi is a veloty tower in the middle of the Foyada Banidad, northwest of Margan. Leave Margan, go east past the Silt Strider, then follow the Foyada north and west. If you can't find Vaves Andas, look for a skull on a desk, which opens a door to a secret storage space. Alrighty, I shall be doing so. Infiltrated Shishi. Alrighty. So Margan. To the other side of this whole place. That's fine. I can do that. And like try to look, did I have the spell equip? But I guess I don't actually have at the moment the spell equip because I used the other type of spell. Recall. Almost full fatigue even and still failed. I just wanted to recall myself. But no. Yes, under Sun and Sky Outlander, recreate you too, for sure. Totally. Nope. Unless I found a relatively safe-ish, / easy way to exit from this place, so I guess that's good at least. And then you jump in forward. A little bit more to the spot where I could be going and trying to... I could try to at least go and... oops. Yes. I definitely don't have the spell points though to really do any magic right now. As much as I would love to. My plant weapon skills just simply kind of could be said to be sucky. So, I don't know how long this will take for me to kill with this weapon, but hey, it's happened. Okay, well, hopefully you get some good coffee. I'm sorry to thinking, is that actually an enemy as well? Okay, here I can rest until healed. Thank you very much. Okay, and then it is a beautiful day. Failed to cast the spell.
But not unwelcome.
Again.
Should you need.
Before we actually leave this place though, I think I could go and have a look if I had anything else that I could be saying that I had done to this place, to these mounts as a quest, or what quest did I have for them on the other hand. At least I've done a lot for my own Mr. or Master, so to speak, Master Arion at the moment, so that is good. But I guess we just need to do quite a lot more still to be able to actually get our own place. I think it's after the next advancement we should at least be able to get enough or some sauce and get our own place. I don't exactly remember. Do you remember better, Saten Tenho? How soon should we be able to get our own place? But I think that it could be okay for me to try to go and ask from there. At least see if there would be a possibility to go and do such a thing yet. I assume not, but just gotta be making sure. Still, just gotta be going and making sure.
Greetings out
Yes, yes, greetings. Yes, greetings. Nope, I have done this house stuff really just once. Ah, you have only done it once even. I have done this quite a few times, but I don't remember. It's been so long that I don't recall at all. This doesn't look like an interesting, like a globe over this, in all honesty. Okay. I could as well go and talk to all of these, if there's something else that I can do. Yeah, these guys couldn't even advance me no more. Clearly. Mouth of Master Nelot. I do not have any shores for you. Yes. Or with other mouths. Have you found the plans in Schnuleft? So this guy would want me to go into Schnuleft. No, not yet. Don't you start. So Schnuleft is the place that this guy would want me to go and visit. What about you? I have no other choice. That's fine. Have you put down the slave rebellion? Where was that exactly? In the Upper Bal Ek mine. No, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I shall think of it. Let's see, is there anything that I could be talking to you? But as such, there's not even that many things that I can actually do for those guys. Actually, so it's quite a few, to be honest. I'll go and visit here quickly while we're at it. Even though I'm pretty sure that it would be not the time as of yet. But you can go and check. Telani Council House Chambers. More down. Just down and down and down. Forever down. Have you been more in the Redoran then? Or Lalo as well? Or have you just been the ones in Telvanni? Yes, very reasonable. Hermitage. Anyways, then just more down. Down forevermore. Chomp. 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 Hello, you.
What do you want?
So, yes, I was thinking that maybe I could actually talk to this one already. I was thinking that I don't have to necessarily do just more and more tasks, but rather just come and talk to this person now that I've at least already gotten into a mount status. Are you here to discuss your stronghold? Yes, I would love to get a stronghold. Yes, I can build you a tower of your own, Spellfright. Yes! Hello, Timely, hello. Hello, Outlander. I've tried multiple times to do Redoran, but I've never had my own house there. That is very sad. I wonder how you go and get your own house in Redoran to begin with. At least, this time, we could be trying to go and actually start building our stronghold finally in the Telvanni, so I'm pretty happy about that. I was wondering what's exact position we needed here, but I was thinking that I've done a lot though, and I don't think I have to go through that more or longer, because I didn't think that I had to do it all the way, or the Master Arion mentions it, so yeah. But anyways, yes, I can build you a tower of your own, Spellfright. First, you must acquire a construction contract from Duke Venom Dren. Then, you bring me 2 strong souls to form the foundation of your stronghold. Yes, though, I'm very happy to be going and actually getting this done. So, construction contract, you say? House Telvanni has expanded too quickly. We have allowed our young and ambitious to build unauthorized spaces all across Vardenfell. To avoid trouble with the Grand Council, you should make your stronghold official. Only Duke Venom Tren in Ebonheart can issue construction contracts. Okay, so we gotta go to Ebonheart to find Duke Venom Tren. Alrighty. So, a stronghold official, and you need a strong souls. Here, take these grand soul gems, fill them with the souls of a suitable tetra. The best souls to use are Storm Atronach, but more powerful tetras, the Winged Twilights, and Golden Saints will work as well. Storm Atronach would be the best, eh? I hate fighting Storm Atronach though. I got Dakor Danis. Would that work? And I got Flame Atronach or Grim, but I guess it would need to be a Grand Soul. Rather. If I remember correctly, Redoran was the most boring house of the 3 houses, so yeah, who cares? Well, it would be nice to see someday though, that's though true. But I guess it has to be Grand Souls, and so I should definitely keep an eye out on trying to get Storm Atronach into these soul gems, I'd say. I assume these, for example, then wouldn't be good enough. At least I got Dakar Danis, but I'm not sure if that would be good enough either. But yeah, at least we are high enough. I was thinking that we probably could actually try to be working on actually getting our home now. Actually. I'm saying it so many times. Oh, and by the way, how have you been, Timely? Hello. Have you been doing well this past week? Hopefully, yes. Hopefully been warm weathers and everything.
My prices are reasonable.
Well, that's good to hear that your prices are extremely reasonable. But yes, to Ebonheart then, eh? Actually, wait just a moment. Try to recall us back into the Mage's Guild rather.
Should you need something, I'll go ahead.
So we don't need to go all the way through that. Let's go to Balmora, I think, to rest. Thank you, Visineku, for sharing my channel. Visineku is a very nice guy. So, who also streams a lot now. Unlisted very recently RimWorld, and yeah, Bioshock 2 is on his playlist, and I don't remember, was it Flame and Flood, or what was the game's name that you were doing right now with Sinekko? How is it going over in Finland? And yes, good that things are going well for you, Timely Hello. Yeah, things are going okay in here in Finland. I'm just wondering if I will be leaving to my parents' place this weekend or not, considering it would be the Mother's Day, so I kind of feel I should. But yeah, it's been warm weather. It's definitely warm right now here in Finland, so it's very lovely. It took a while for summer to come, but when the summer finally did, it did arrive very quickly then. You have never tried Lalo. What's it like? Okay, you were slowed down by the advertisement, so I didn't hear the question. But in any case, hello. I asked what was the game that you were streaming right now. It was Flame and Blood or Flame and Flood or some such game that you were doing right now. But yes, anyways, hello, and hopefully you're doing well. You wake, you hear something, sense the presence of another enemy nearby. Where? It always comes, and the ass champion surprises me here. Always. Wherever it happens to be right now, I have no idea. I'm sure we'll find him someday. But I then also just mentioned what other games you were doing. Hello, ass zombie. You need to die, my good sir. Or really, you have no even eyes, so yeah, the Flame in the Flood. Yes, it was a free game from GOG, a beautiful survival game. So, hopefully you had fun with it. Died quite a few times though. I was thinking also that I don't want to be coming and checking it out from you, because maybe I will play it myself at some point. And those are always more fun when you don't know yourself how it exactly is gonna be. But yeah, 472 also, can you answer what sort of or how is it, or anyone who has gotten the Lalu house, was it interesting house? Because I never gotten the Lalu house either. I've always gone to the Telvanni for good reason or bad. Punch him right into the head hole. Yeah, totally. So, what did I wanna do? Is a perfect question. I wanted to go to Ebonheart. What is the best way to go to Ebonheart? Good evening, Jim, and welcome to the stream as well.
I see.
Hopefully you have been doing well, and also hopefully Visinekko has been doing well too. Surely. Both of you, hopefully doing well.
Your actions precede you, Outlander. I've heard good things about you.
Totally. You played Lalu once, but I don't really remember anymore. I need to revisit the game. Yeah, you gotta revisit, then you can tell me. Well, I should really... It's kind of silly that I always go for the Telvanni house when there would be other houses too. I should someday at least go into Lalu as well. And I've always considered it. I've started it in the low level, but I've never gone far in the Lalu house for some reason or another. And I really should. I really should. Silly to always do Telvanni, but I just enjoy Telvanni. I enjoy levitation, I enjoy Telvanni. So it is. I would like you to take me to Vivek, and from there I can pretty easily just go and walk to Ebonheart.
We make a special.
You're well, and I hope you're doing good yourself. I'm a bit trained by streaming, of course, and it's really warm in here. Yeah, it has been warm. Ebonheart, yes. Around there somewhere is the Ebonheart. Let's see. It's 11 p.m, so unfortunately kinda dark. I would like to wait, hang about, read a book or something while just letting time pass and wait for the morning to arrive. How did the survival go with Visinekko then in the end? Because Jim got distracted. So yes, just somewhere over there, just signed to Wallbang. I almost already were saying that in Finnish, so let's say that in Finnish as well. Water walking. Not well since I didn't survive. Very sad. Sad to hear. Very sad to hear. By the way, now that there's this many in here at the moment, hanging about, and we are getting closer to the end of Okami in the Sunday streams, what would be the next game that we should be streaming? Is the question at hand that we should be asking anyways pretty soon. It's not something that is necessary to answer straight away, but it is definitely something that needs to be answered relatively soon, I would have to say. What would be the Sunday streams in the future then? When Okami is not gonna end yet, next play session I'm pretty sure, but maybe couple of more play sessions, 3 maybe play sessions. Anyways, it's relatively close to the end. Depends how much I wanna be doing there. If I wanna be really a completionist, then it's gonna definitely, of course, take a longer time. But otherwise, I can't climb. I can't. Or 30 degrees if you're a weirdo who likes Celsius. Celsius is a lot more clearer for me, for sure. I have no idea ever what is exactly Fahrenheit other than, yeah, it's a lot higher numbers than in Celsius. Oh, that's a pretty sight too, isn't it? Maybe you should take another little screenshot when through Vivek the sun shines through those little gates over there and very prettily, or well, 2 little Vivek buildings and everything. The better question is, what would you like to play next? I don't know. Survival gets better with practice, so I'm told. Yes, of course. Which are the options again? I mean, you've mentioned some games you want to stream. Yes. Celsius is used literally everywhere else. Yeah. Yeah, most countries in the world use Celsius, but yeah, we are the weirdos here. Yes, totally. Yes, it's a beautiful water effects and everything, and then Zareti wanted us to also see him. So let's look at him. He's just watching, staring at the distance. Just like this. Yes. You're all weird. Well, I can agree that I'm weird, but I may disagree that it is because of the reason of Celsius. So that might be the difference there. Ah, so pretty. It's just so pretty. Also having the canal boat there visible and everything. Yes, I'll just take another one. Totally. So yes, I was thinking also I should really get the second screen set up so that I could actually stream games without having to have them in window mode. So that is something that I was thinking that I'll try to check if I could be getting that set up for myself, so it would definitely open some other games as well as options. The Prince of Persia games is something that Sutton then also mentioned at some point that would be nice from her point of view. That obstruction is completely obstructing the sun. Pretty much. Very, very clearly. You probably use meters too. Feet are better. But why would you use feet as a measurement when you are already walking with them? That's silly. Meters is way better. Yeah, Gita's not weird because of Celsius. There are many other reasons, yes. There are just many other reasons why I'm weird. But Celsius isn't one of them. The small window mode tends to cause difficulties, yeah, it does. And some games just simply refuse to work when you have to be in the small windows. They are much better for walking, I'll give you that. Not for calculating distance, yes. Today's game had text overlapping because of playing in small window. Ah, yeah, that sucks too, for sure. Especially when I have a small secondary screen here, but I don't have a port which I could use to actually get it set up so that it would be fit into the computer and so on. And of course I have no idea exactly how otherwise then it works when there's two screens attached to the computer. I have no experience on that, so that will be something to look into for sure. But yeah, other games. I was also thinking that I actually would really like to go and play at some point the Vampire the Masquerade again. It's been something that I've played a lot, but I've never completely finished it. But it is a very good game too. Yeah, it is a mod thing that I increased the draw distance quite a bit. I love draw distances, so it's sweet when you can see a little bit of a tree all the way down there and everything. So yeah, I very much like it. Well, thank you for the share. I get screen part, darn it, yes. Yeah, you just plug in the second screen and turn it on, it's pretty easy. Yeah, but then how do you exactly control with your mouse or some such that you see the certain stuff in the secondary screen and the game in the other screen and so on and forth? I don't understand quite how that works. All that. Once I needed to get a third-party program to put Beyond Good and Evil in a window. I haven't played Beyond Good and Evil yet either, so that would be one option in the future too, for sure. It really was bloody fantastic. It's an interesting game too, I'm sure. Could be an option to play as well. It is a bit tricky with mouse capture. You just move your mouse to the second screen. Yeah, it sounds, well, but I didn't know. How do you know if you never actually use two screens how it works? 472. That's just my question. How do you know if you haven't ever tried it out or explored that? How does it exactly supposedly work? It feels weird because on the other hand, in some games I usually like to scroll with the mouse by going into the other edge or the other edge to scroll, and then it couldn't work right because you would be scrolling into the other window. So you would have to be scrolling with the double V's or some such in those type of games. Yeah, you have two screens so you know, but as I said, how can I know? You work with two screens for years. Well, then you have experience. It's just an addition to your verse. Just imagine it's as one big screen. Alrighty. Candy, I vote Star Control. It is something that I should play, I know that. I know I might be the only one watching, but hey, that's how voting works, yes. You could just read about it on Google. Well, I would if I already had it set up. If I would be setting it up and I wouldn't understand how everything went, then I would be reading about it. But why reading about it if you can't even plug it in? Because I need a second part, like I have that sort of a part from the screen that it doesn't straight away fit into the computer. I need a secondary part in between so that I can fit that into the computer itself, you see. So I need that part bought somewhere so that I can actually even link it or put it in. No, I'm not running Linux, of course. It's probably easier, but I think Windows is still... I don't know if it's better for games, but it usually seems that more games are available for Windows. Damn it, get it. Don't make me come over there. I know what you mean. I have the same in my computer. Yeah. So I need one more of those, otherwise I cannot connect this screen. It is nice as such because it is a smaller screen, so I can easily just have the windows and some small things like that in there. At the moment I have it connected to my very old computer. I actually have a secondary computer here next to me that I haven't been actually using now, but it's like it still has a Windows XP, but it has so bad memory and so on that I can't really use it for anything else. But as such I could be going and playing with it easily, whatever old games that I want. Any old games would work with it perfectly. And it has a floppy disk spot, so I could be putting a floppy into it and all that if I wanted to. It's just an old computer. I got it sometime around 2002 maybe. I'm like trying to think. Yeah, I think it's from 2002. My real old computer. I don't want to be selling it though. It's a great computer still. Its only problem was that it cannot connect to the internet because something got burnt to ash inside of the computer apparently, because it can't go to internet anymore. But I don't know what it is because it doesn't affect anything else in it. You love the way I say floppy. Well, it would be like a korppu in Finnish. Korppu drive. There would be also the lerppu, but I don't think the lerppu actually fits into that. But the korppu does. The harder one, not the really floppy one, but the harder one, which was also a little bit smaller, fits into the computer. But yeah, 2002 computer. So who was the guy that I needed to find? Going back into the quest of actually finding the guy to get my plans from. Definitely not you, Orc. Definitely not you. Probably over there somewhere still. Warehouse. I'm sure it's not that place. But yeah, there's plenty of game options. I love to play so many games, and I've been thinking about playing so many different games that it's really hard to pick. That's the thing. That's the problem. I don't know what to play because there's so many games that I want to play. I'm sure some at least understand my pain with the fact of not knowing what to play when there's so many games to play. Yeah, I was thinking about reading it when I would need to be, I think that I should probably go and visit in one of the more specialized shops and ask them that could they get the thing for me. As I said, there's plenty of things that I would like to play. I know your pain. I usually do Twitter polls.
I'm a busy guy, so if you could hurry this up.
I don't know. Which games would you like to play? I did mention Vampire the Masquerade. Then I've been thinking a little bit of Icewind Dales and Icewind Dale 1 for the... But that I wouldn't want to do a stream of. I don't think it's the game that I want to stream. Yeah, but which ones? There's so many. And then on the other hand, I could play Deus Ex. The first Deus Ex or the newer Deus Exes doesn't really matter to me which one I would play. Or then on the other hand, I would need to look into my game list to see every game that I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about playing Age of Empires at some point, or I would like to play Disciples, but I even heard from one other guy that I asked from that you can't even record it. I don't think with anything unless you have 2 screens, which is very strange. Why does the GOG Disciples require 2 screens? I don't know which place I would need to go to find this dude. You could just start a new one each week. Yeah, and never finish anything. That's a perfect answer to our problems, certainly. I appreciate your feedback, Jingjim. Okay, welcome back, Tayunda as well. Where is the dude that I'm searching for? If only I knew. Maybe I could try to ask from a guard. I don't know. You got internet troubles again. No, not internet troubles, but he just needed to go and visit elsewhere. Was it Appello? I don't think it was Appello. Move along. One admin from my stream group shared her list of games that she made in Excel. It's too long to even read through, yeah. Yeah, I think that would be happening for me too if I would really be listing all games. If you can stream Bloodlines, that would be great in my honest opinion. I still pray for Prince of Persia though. Yeah, Prince of Persia definitely at least needs the secondary screen though, because I can't set it up into the windowed mode. And I feel your pain. I have like 6-7 games which I would like to play, but here I am sitting in my chair and playing a game which I have played almost 1,000 hours. Yeah. So that's good for the soul, I think. Play Dark Souls, it will be fun. I am actually Dark Souls is also on my list to play games, but I'm just struggling with the idea of what controls would I want to be did, because I heard from somewhere else that the mouse and keyboard might not be that good. But at least my so to speak PlayStation 3 USB one didn't do everything that I needed it to do. Like I still had to have certain buttons in keyboard, and that definitely doesn't work. But maybe I should then just use the mouse and keyboard anyways and just try to assign buttons there. Well, I don't know, but it would be a almost blind playthrough of Dark Souls if I would go and start that. So it's a possibility. Then what else?
Something tells me I might regret it.
Yes, there is definitely sunlight here up at the north. You would watch that. Mouse and keyboard is the worst of the worst. Yes, that's the problem that I've heard a lot of people say that it's bad option for Dark Souls, and that's why I have delayed it quite a bit of playing the Dark Souls. If you like it to torture yourself, just go on. As I said, I tried to do the control, but I don't know why it doesn't do everything that I would want it to do. It does almost everything, but not quite. So it's really annoying. Okay, I really need to look. What was the guy's name? Duke Vedam Tren. We need to try to find Duke Vedam Tren. I don't think I was even able to ask where this guy could be. So we just need to go into all of these different places and try to search where I could find the Duke Vedam Den. But something like the Vampire Masquerade is something that I do want to play at some points, because a lot of people have nonetheless not played it, and it is a great game. So I would, as such, like to also let, for example, Tayunda see that game, because it is an amazing game, and so on and forth. So after all, that is the reason why I played originally Wizardry 8 in my YouTube channel, because I was thinking that not enough people know about Wizardry 8 when it is also an amazing game. So after all, those are the things that I played well, not the most. I played a lot of blind Let's Plays, but then the secondary things is playing games that you know are great, but not that many necessarily even know of them. And Vampire the Masquerade is definitely one that not enough people, I think, know. Arcanum would be one, but I think that Arcanum type of isometric games should be Let's Plays rather than something you would do in a stream. But Vampire the Masquerade, maybe in a stream, could work very well. Maybe good to go into a Nosferatu route as well. You've never played Bloodlines, like I said, it's a great game, and not enough people have played it. That's why I said about it. Bloodlines is a great game though, in my honest opinion. And it is such a shame when not enough people know it. Know some of the great games. A lot of people do of course know Morrowind, but with Morrowind on the other hand there is the thing that I should play it to the end at some point. And I had never myself played this game to the end. So that is the reason to play Morrowind specifically. But Bloodlines, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, it is a great game which not nearly enough people have played, when it is a great game as well. In my honest opinion. Argonian mission. Fine, let's go and explore here. If I can... Well, Argonian mission really seems to have just Argonians in it, so... You think that it's great that streamers kind of bring knowledge of the lesser known games. Yeah, as I said, that's one of the main reasons why I originally started doing Wizard Raid back in the day. You played one of the Masquerade games, can't remember which. Especially just by showing the real gameplay. The one with the knight at the beginning, I think it's not the Bloodlines, it's not as good. You seem to remember Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines was absolutely horrible at launch. It's probably been fixed, but that explains why people kind of forgot about it. Yeah, it definitely had bugs. Definitely. The Bloodlines as well. But there's been the patch, which I would definitely be playing with. Of course. But it is still a great game. Just like Arcanum is a great game, even though... Hey, full queen. Maybe I'll read it someday. But yeah, there's a lot of great games that... You're Pilus or Matheus, which, yes, I needed to find for some reason before, but you're not the person that I seek. Why must it be so difficult to find the person that I actually seek? Hey, are you the one? I don't know. You are close to the right name, but I don't think you are the one. Uriel Septim. Tumor Ruins, Surrundial Apelles Matheus. Wait, what? What wait? I do not know. Tajunta, what you mean by what wait? Wait, what? What do I need to wait for what? Okay, let's just try to look into here. Yeah, that's great. You critically misread his name. So how did you read his name? That's my question. What did you read when your reaction was like, wait, what? What did you read? Tajunta. Legion Garrison. It's kind of annoying sometimes when you're trying to search for some specific individual around Ebonheart and then you're like, I have no idea where he could be. Maybe I need to go and visit in the tavern. Maybe he's in the tavern. I'll look through there. What do you think? If you can write it in a way that won't get flogged. 6 wishes. Why 6? Why not 3? Why not 2? Why not 7? Why 6? Shawnee Lee. Yo-Yo. Algnin. Pinus Leacinius. No one. Lacinium Musiliunus or Samsas. And door that is locked. And my acrobatic skill at least increases. You are definitely not the one that I'm looking for. Jocelyn is also not the one that I'm looking for. Definitely not over in the tavern. Okay, let's just try to go each and every place through as well as possible, I guess, because I have no idea where this guy is supposedly in here. He's just supposed to be here somewhere, but where exactly? Maybe in the warehouse? Definitely not you two. Okay. But yeah, do you guys know any games that you think that are unappreciated in some level that are great games? And yeah, this place is beautiful, but also a freaking mess to try to actually find someone in, which is kind of annoying. That is a fun dragon statue, though. I do have to say that. This place is a pain. Company hall, maybe in here. I mean in the game, not my home. I totally would have been not able to know Vissinekko. Totally. What you meant there. Get out of my way. Company card. Hokani Shen. Shay. Shier. To Ebonheart. I don't need to go to Ebonheart yet. I want to be finding if I can see anyone. Oh yeah, and Jacket Alliance too. That is one that I would also wish to play. And of course the Urkuan Masters could probably also be one that should be said that is unappreciated. But of course I haven't played that much of it myself. Oh, and yes, Planescape Torment is amazing. It's such a shame that I played Planescape Torment through like 1 year before I started doing Let's Plays. If I wouldn't have played it through before that, I would have definitely loved to have done a blind Let's Play of Planescape Torment, no matter if it would have taken a long time, but still. We are looking for the Duke, right? Probably in the biggest building through the bridge. I was thinking that through the bridge, but what is the biggest building there? There's not a lot of big buildings over the bridge here. That at least, like, really... For you, Neverwinter Nights? For me, Neverwinter Nights used to be a disappointment, unfortunately, which is kind of a shame. Would you play Urkuan Masters in HD remake version? I could play Urkuan Masters in any version, really, at some point or another. It's just a question how soon. It kind of sucks because I recorded a lot more of it, but it was kind of difficult to record. And then I recorded such long periods and I wanted to be editing it, so there was a lot of work to try to be doing and getting those episodes done. And so I guess I could still try to do the old episodes, but it kind of feels a little bit silly, I guess, to go back all the way there to start doing them. From the recent games you played, Nihilumbra was actually quite neat platformer. Why did you like Timely Hero, by the way, Neverwinter Nights? For me, it was, I guess, just a disappointment because I was feeling lonely in it after having played Baldur's Gate and games where you can have a lot of companions and then just having one. I always had to play through it when I played Neverwinter Nights 1 back then. Because I was like, but I'm so lonely. I need at least my panther friend or I'm so alone in this world. Because you could only have one companion at the time. Yeah, and you've also played Planescape Torment like 3 years ago for the first time. For me, it's now then 6 years ago that I played Planescape Torment, but definitely didn't play it back in the teenage years. Neverwinter Nights. Loved the opening of it, but it got tiresome after the first chapter, I think. Neverwinter Nights 2 had more companions, didn't it? Yes, I guess. And Neverwinter Nights 2, I think, is supposedly be better, and especially the expansion for it. And it's definitely something that I should also play at some point. It would be completely blind, so definitely on the playlist for the future. Might be nice to have a shorter game. You played a lot of long games, so it would be refreshing in a way. Oh yeah, and some of the options that I was thinking were the Telltale games, because those can be very short. Like Game of Thrones, for example. Telltale game is one of those that I was thinking that maybe I should play it through in a stream. Because, yeah, haven't played it. So, what is the biggest structure here? It's my question. Is it this thing? Is it somewhere else? And no. Play the Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale game. What's that one? Guardians of the Galaxy. I guess I gotta be going and searching. I didn't remember that there would be... Well, this is a prison cell area. I don't think this is the correct place. Maybe it is. Maybe you're the one that I'm looking for. Sirollusacus. I don't think you are. But I can sell something to you or some stuff if I want to. Some Telltale game is a great game. OMG. I've said this before, but it would be very enjoyable to watch, yeah. You don't know who the Guardians of the Galaxy are? Not from that immediately, no. Even though I should probably, yes. Telltale is my favorite game company. I don't know if it's my favorite anymore, because I think that they could have done better with The Walking Dead, for example. It seems a little bit bad when your choices from the previous game don't carry, in my opinion, enough into the next game, which is kind of the problem. Why are you wrong here? Why do you have to go? 472. Now I'm feeling that I should have known, and I'm driving you away because I don't know something. Sadness. From Neverwinter Nights to Gok Revision, Mask of the Betrayer. Yes, many to be the greatest RPG ever made. Yeah, and I should also play that one. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy does seem familiar as a name, but as a Telltale game, well, that's kind of cute. Is it though? I'm just, I don't know. I don't know, man. You can't always assume Gita will know the popular references. It seems familiar. I think that I should know it, but it doesn't come into my mind, especially because, like, yeah, especially pop references like music slash other stuff that isn't related to games specifically is something that I don't easily remember. The Guardians are part of the Marvel Universe. There are 2 movies already about them, plus Infinity War. Also, there are tons of comics about them. Right. Yes. I don't read a lot of Marvel comics, especially. Marvel isn't a big thing here. Wouldn't you also like Asterix and Obelix kind of more than just all the Marvel stuff? I did read from, I think it was from Marvel, the Fable comics though afterwards, after I had played Wolf Among Us. Because I loved Wolf Among Us as a game, first from Telltale, and there's a Let's Play of it, blind one from me, in my channel, in the YouTube as well still, and also The Walking Dead. So the only ones from the Telltales that I played through is The Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us to my channel. And before that I also did play the Back to the Future games, but those I never recorded. I'm glad that you enjoyed the Wolf Among Us. When I was a kid I watched a lot of Asterix and Obelix. You'll probably recognize it if you see a picture. I don't personally know anything else than the name of it either, yeah. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people in Europe nonetheless are really big fans of Marvel comics. I think they are way bigger thing in the United States and so on and forth. Tales from the Borderlands 2, and I know nothing about Borderlands, yes. I was thinking always, do I need to play Borderlands 1 and 2 before I go and play actually Tales from the Borderlands? So that's kind of the question. Of course, if I would be doing the Borderlands in stream, then maybe when it's supposed to be the co-op, maybe some specific people from the here could even join me into playing those games, but I don't know. I don't know which building is the biggest one. Soten Tenho, tell me, what is the biggest building that I'm supposed to find in here? And go and find the specific person. Maybe in here? Skyrim missions. I'm lost. I'm trying to find the person that I'm looking for, but I don't know where. Heitmir, you are not the guy that I'm looking for.
Someone should teach you.
But it might help a little, but normal Borderlands is just shoot the bang. Yes, I know. The Borderlands normal is different. I enjoyed the story a lot without any Borderlands experience, so take that for what it's worth, yes. Tales from the Borderlands is awesome, definitely my favorite Telltale games so far. I've been told that it would be good to know a bit, that's why I haven't played the Telltale Borderlands either, yeah. All Borderlands games are actually great.
I haven't seen that.
Except the pre-sequel. Yes, I don't think that they are bad, it's just a question how to play them, when to play them, and so on. Oh, too many pre-sequel. You just have a soul gem lying about in here. Why though? I don't know where to go. But the main bridge goes straight to the building. That's the problem, because you just say to the bridge or over the bridge, and then I'm thinking, well, maybe it's this bridge, because this brings you just to the tavern. But if it's the bridge that we originally crossed, maybe it's that one. You didn't finish the pre-sequel, to be honest. No, really, Fury's a gym. Does anyone else know where to find this guy? South warehouse, probably not that. But if one is going from here into here, then there's just simply like the statue and another bridge. I don't know what you're exactly meaning by that. Hello, Kyle doll. You look weird.
Possibly too busy.
Yes, totally too busy by staring at me. It's so busy. I didn't finish the pre-sequel either. Not this bridge. Well, what bridge? What is the bridge that you mean? There's too many bridges in this freaking place. There's also this bridge, but this just takes us outside. Unless you mean that we need to come from here into there. This. Switch to Oblivion. I could talk about that all day. But 472 or someone, help me. Obi-Wan Kenobi, help me. And give directions. Is Empire Warehouse. Or look from Google. Where can I find this guy here? Duke Vedam Dren. Where can I find Duke Vedam Dren? For the construction of the stronghold. Only Duke Vedam Dren in Ebonheart can issue construction contracts for your own stronghold in the Telvanni house. Are we googling Morrowind directions now? I have no idea. Well, for this one time, I just want to find this Duke Vedam Dren so that I can actually continue on. We are just talking about all the other games, and I'm never gonna be finding this place. Some fancy house. There's no fancy houses here though. There's a tavern. But fancy houses? I wouldn't count these to be fancy houses. Where is your Duke business? I don't think that they know themselves even. That's why they don't talk about him. Or maybe he's an embarrassment as a Duke. Whoever knows. But yes, I only see 3 bridges and I don't understand what bridge would lead to the place that I need to go. Unless this goes way further somewhere that I'm not really understanding. Okay, there's these 2. There's one here. There is a bridge that I have completely missed. I guess this is the one that we need to go to the Grand Council chambers. Alrighty. I guess I should have just looked into that because I was just thinking that is there more bridges than these 3? But I have visited there so rarely that I didn't remember anymore, and it's not straight from the crowd, I guess, because you have to climb up. And then I wasn't thinking that there would be something up there as a bridge. But I guess that's the bridge that you meant. But I was just thinking that this just takes you to the wall. And yes, that bridge. But like, this just could then take you to the wall and go around into here and everything. There doesn't need to be a bridge here. Apelius Matthius. Sounds like the ticket, yes. Council building here. Yes, but as such, even this would be something that the guards could be maybe telling me that there's this building here. Because I was trying to ask the guards, but why are you pushing into me? But no guards wanted to actually inform me about anything. Guards are useless. Wow. Yeah, someone should have a word with the civic planner. But that's kind of like, it can get confusing when it's in a place like that. Well, he's somewhere in here. But okay, you guys continue talking games. What about the Game of Thrones game then, though, on the other hand? Then there's the Batman games for Telltales too. What about the Batman games? Imperial Commission. Is it this place? Maybe. Brief histories. Tuwene, are you the guy? No. I'm not in trouble. Anticipations. Brief. Pontius. Full Queen. Lives of the Saints. Saurian Servants, True Nature of Orcs. Oh, I'd love if you played the Telltale Batman game. Would it be good for the stream then? But other than that, useless. Dang guys. Only good for arresting you for pressing on a bed you don't own. Yup, totally. That's indeed what they do. The Alchemist Formulary. I'm pretty sure I've never read this. Sure, let's read for a little bit in the meantime. The Alchemist Formulary. Healers, receipts. Healers should all know the recipes for the following popular potions. Fortunately, in most cases, the ingredients are common and cheaply obtained. To restore health to the afflicted and wounded, combine in equal parts 2 or more of the following cheap and common ingredients: marshmallow, bigwheat, corkbolt root, and salt rice. Marshmallow is an important crop of the Ascadian Isles, but it also grows wild in the Gracelands and on Azura's coast. As long as nobody spoils. I would hope no one would spoil. Wigweed is a wild aslant grain that grows in the Gracelands. Corkwood grows best in the Ascadian Islands. Most salt trees comes from the southeastern Morrowind, but there are also some new and prospering worms and plantations in the Ascadian Isles farms. Even salt rice occasionally grows wild in the Gracelands and on the Azura coast. Telltale Game of Thrones was surprisingly good. The Game of Thrones apparently went downhill if you're a fan of Game of Thrones. I'm not a fan though, so I don't know. Yep, us mods are probably going to have to do some actual work in Telltale streams. Maybe you do. Then you will have to be using your mod powers. In all honesty, I could almost put everyone here to be a mod. Vissinek could be a mod here too and everything. And Saten Tenho. I trust Saten Tenho. I don't think that Saten Tenho would actually do anything as a mod, but I could put Saten Tenho as a mod, obviously. Has there ever been any spoilers? I haven't seen any spoilers in here for sure. Not here. Like in strategy games, of course, when I started to play the Frostpunk game in YouTube, of course there was immediately some advice in a couple of videos. Oh hey, you're mods now, yes. We can do that, yes. But hey, put Visineko into the one of the moderators as well, I think. Anyways. Well, I don't know, Tayunta. Try it out. Can you put Visineko as a moderator too? If he wants. Anyways. To restore fatigue after heavy exertion, combine 2 or more of the following: crab meat, bread, small quamaik, and chokeweed. Crab meat is taken from the mud crab commonly found along all coasts. You can't. Okay. Just scored earth chat. Scorched. Honorary mod powers with no work would be good. Yeah, I was thinking that's pretty much what you would be having those mod powers for. Just the honorary mod, but you wouldn't actually do anything. I don't have the authority. Well, I have to look into, can I actually say what mods can do? Oh, Twitch just doesn't trust me that much. Definitely. What was the other thing that I was thinking about? Now I completely lost my thoughts. What was it that I wanted to say? Well, anyways, bread in Morrowind is usually baked from saltris flour. Quama eggs are harvested from egg mines and sold everywhere in Morrowind. The smaller eggs retain properties lost in later stages of gestation. Chokeweed is a tough scrub growing in the rocky highlands of the West Karch. The sword is more of a status symbol. I'm a man of peace, after all. Totally. To cure common diseases, combine crave dust and green lichen. Oh yes, about the Frostpunk, but after all, Frostpunk I also played so much that nothing was really spoiled because I played already way more, so that I actually understood those things already that were stated in the earlier videos. It's just that when you go into a game like Frostpunk also blindly, you're gonna make mistakes in the start for sure, because you're thinking that, okay, what is actually important to build? In what way? What is the important things to do? And you're gonna understand them when you play a little bit longer. Anyways, Sockweed is a tough shrub growing in the rocky highlands of the West Karch. To cure common diseases, combine crave dust and green lichen. Crave dust is spirit affinitive dust taken from remains spirit in concentrated ground. Green lichen is hardly primitive plant. is a hardy, primitive plant that grows in the Ascadian Isles and the Azure coast. To restore magic for spellcasting, combine comberry and frost salts. Comberry is a bitter berry used to make wines. It grows mainly in the Ascadian Isles. Frost salts, by contrast, are rare and expensive. These crystalline compounds precipitate from elemental frost in solution. Such residues may be collected from the remains of a frost astronauts that have been banished from the mortal plane. It's curious how you manage without mods for so long. I get weirdos in my streams occasionally. Well, I guess I can get weirdos in my streams occasionally. Yes, everyone here is a weirdo anyways because you use Celsius after all, as Timely Hello pointed out. Timely Hello. So it depends what is your definition of a weirdo, and on the other hand, I don't know, it doesn't bother me too much usually if someone is visiting here and it's being a little bit bothersome mayhap, but yeah. I can only really remember one or two excessive weirdos. Yeah. Alexandros, of course, was also visiting here, and the problem was that he didn't understand English at all, so that was a problem, but again, that doesn't matter in any other way other than couldn't really understand, unfortunately. Yeah, he has pretty strong convictions about the free speech and all. The potion making reminded me I can make some nettle tea again. What happened? Did the game crash? Because okay, that's weird. Does it get worked? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It wasn't the game. Okay. I guess I would need to look into my driver. Yeah. Video driver, because it said that näytönohjaajan NVIDIA Windows Kernel Mode Driver version 397.31 lakkasi vastaamasta ja palautui. So it stopped working and came back. But I was wondering that what happened exactly. I'm not sure. Should I then restart this, or do I go back into Morrowind just like that? Well, that's strange. Never happened before with the NVIDIA for sure, but now it's stopped working for the first time ever, and then something weird. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, okay, sound is back. Good thing we all speak Finnish. Yes, totally. It's a very good thing that you all speak Finnish, but at least I understand. But my video card driver stopped working for a moment, so it says, and came back. Yeah, took a critical hit to your Morrowind you did. I'm just wondering, will it be okay now, or do I need to address the problem somewhat more? Or not? That is the question. I definitely need to look into update it, because it's saying that there's an update for the NVIDIA, so I would need to look into that anyways. Need to learn to know in Finnish. Can't make heads or tails out of your dialect. That's my code word in most languages. But yeah, it said that näytönohjaaja kaatui ja palautui, and so on and forth. So that explains the problem there anyways. But I guess we can try to start Morrowind again. Of course, I don't remember where in the Nine Hells we were exactly off in the last saving, but we'll see. I guess. And we'll see if it will do that again or not. That is definitely the first time that that's happened to me. So it's a little bit worrisome to me that it did go and happen. Definitely if it's gonna do it again, then I think I'm gonna be ending for today. Tuttu juttu itse asiassa lähiaikana on alkanut kaatuilemaan. That's not a good thing though. It's not a good thing, but yeah, this is the first time that it actually has said to me that NVIDIA driver itself or the card crashed. That's the first time for sure for me on this. Well, we are in Vivek, so it's at least close by. We didn't really do anything in Ebonheart, I guess, so I guess it's pretty okay in that sense, other than just spend time like for an eternity. But yeah, then I do have to possibly go and even try to get a new driver or a graphics card, if that's gonna be going and happening more of. It's like the wandering around lost looking for the Grand Council chambers never happened. Yep, it never happened. Now we actually know where we're going and all, so hey, it's all good, right? Okay. Oh no, just a couple of more hours. Wait. It's just a driver panic. And it is wanting me to do an update. It's saying that there's a new update available, so I do need to go and check it out anyways at some point to install a new update for it. And hopefully that will be helping, because it's never happened before. But we'll see. We'll see. Probably one of the mods you have did something naughty. Maybe, I don't know. And just, it does make you worried when something like that goes on and happens. But yeah, otherwise. But especially in anything story related game, I definitely haven't had an issue of anyone spoiling anything for me. I would say, at least I can't think of anything happening like that. Can't think of anything. Hello, mud crab. Now I shall kill some extra mud crabs on the way. Just because. Oh, nothing. No meat from the mud crab. But okay, yes, continue on with this. If you please. With everything, like nothing happened. Yes, certainly. I am going the right way, right? Yes. That's just some other way to go. Well, I guess I still have my screenshots though. I stopped for the beautiful screenshots over here and everything after all. So they haven't disappeared anywhere. So there is some reminder of my previous visit in this direction. The screenshots that I took when looking over there into the horizon. But yeah, as said, nothing at least big. Besides, like in regards of the weirdo, then I don't think that that's the best solution, at least from my point of view, to be just stopping a weirdo by modding them. Like, I think that at some point there won't be anything interesting for the, so to speak, weirdo to be going and commenting if you don't even really need to then care too much if there is something like that, if truly you would be bothered about someone being strange or something in the chat personally, but I don't know, that's just how I would do probably. Yeah, every angle is a potential screenshots though, yep. It really is. It really would be. Or maybe it just didn't like... Maybe Nvidia just didn't like that I actually would have been able to get finally to my destination. I think that's the case. I actually finally would have found the right place to go in. Unacceptable, don't you agree? Unacceptable to actually find the place you're trying to get into. I think you handled the view that have been quite well. Yeah, I would think so. That's it. But yeah, it's just that I wouldn't say that I ever was really bullied at school, but it's partially also because I was like, I don't really care if you try to bully me, because it doesn't really matter to me. Seriously. Cold Canet and rocks are the worst thing in the world. Of course, for men, I would say that the bullying in school can be way worse than a girl anyways. So there is that. But if you don't care enough, then certainly a bully won't care too much to go and try to bother you all the time if you don't care what they're doing. And I didn't care. But of course, as said, it's a lot more difficult not to care if there is actual, like a physical violence, for example, involved with the bullying, and not just words. That is a lot more difficult to ignore, and that's then a totally different thing. But yeah, nonetheless, just go on past. Thank you very much. Yeah, and to be honest, they're usually saying stuff in not English. You survived from bullying very well, I'd say, partially because I didn't care much either, yeah. Physical bullying is hard to ignore, but yeah, it wasn't a huge issue for our school either, yeah. I know a couple of guys that were bullied more definitely in high school, well, not high school, but in the higher stages of the elementary school. That I remember from our school specifically. But yeah, and that was a little bit more physical, but I don't think that was quite that bad either. They didn't... Well, there was the one guy. Do you remember in the very early stages of elementary school, the one kid who reacted very violently back at the little bit of teasings and so on? He was even moved out of the school, I think. So there is certain cases who can't really go and do the ignore route. But yeah, talking more to Satentenho, because Satentenho was back there too then. I just didn't even think about him for a long time again. So now I just started to think that, yeah, there was actually that that little guy. Okay. I realize now that I had a horrible anxiety and I spent more time worrying about not being bullied than actually being bullied. Ah, yes, that guy. Yes, Visineko remembers. But yeah. Well, he wasn't actually in our class, he was 1 year younger, but the thing is, when I was from a very small class, there was the case that there was only 7 girls and 2 boys of my age group, and then it was basically the 1st and the 2nd grade were studying together, the 3rd and 4th grade were studying together, and the 5th and the 6th grade were studying together, so every other year we had other classmates, sort of, because we were sometimes with the older people, or older, 1 year older group, and sometimes we were with the 1 year younger group. So our school, and it was a very small school, small little school. You also don't know how to open a door, clearly. But hey, that's fine. I can open a door for you. I'm such a nice person in that sense. I can open the doors for you when you cannot. Isn't that nice? Okay, so I was here. I tried to read a book. Maybe I should avoid that book and actually try to see if I can find the person that we were looking for. That's just the Imperial Guard garrisons and all. Maybe Satentenho isn't here to respond if you even remember the guy at all. Are you the person? Hey, Duke's Guard. You should at least know where the Duke is. Yes. Are you the Duke?
Let's get this over.
No, you're Duke Guards and you Duke Guards. What's the Duke, though? Where is the Duke himself? Mildly bullied, that got traumatized. Yeah. Yeah. And yes, remember him felt really sorry that he needed to change schools to get better, wasn't it? Yep. But I think but I guess it's better to then change schools in a situation where if you're not getting along in the school that you are at. So of course, like if you have a problem with your staying in control and so on and forth, then yeah, and specifically when kids don't understand. Kids definitely don't understand very well the fact of what the bullying can do. You don't have the emotional control or such, so as an adult you should be able to deal with it, I would say personally, but as a kid I can understand if you can't. As a teenager you should be already having more control, but especially as a kid it's very understandable if you don't. But yeah, I also felt sad for him, for sure, but and yes, the feels about being traumatized. It was kind of a silly thing also, but you can never know what will affect you, how much and all that when you're a kid. And it's understandable if things affect you more so when you're a kid, because as I said, also he couldn't really control that.
Let's get this over
These
with.
doors are locked. Why are they locked? Is the Duke not here?
There's someone watching me.
I would assume the Duke has to be
Whatever you're
here.
looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find
Well, as I said, kids don't... They haven't grown up enough, so they do not understand at all. They don't have the emotional growth, and what's the correct word? Empathy. Empathy is something that you understand more of when you grow up overall. It's not something that they can yet understand really properly. And yes, understandable doesn't mean excusable, of course, but people need time to learn things, yes. That's the case. Hello, and thank you for the follow, Jaded Gamer. Thank you for the follow. And welcome to the stream as well. Hopefully you have had a good week and everything. But yeah, going into deep discussions while in Morrowind, but I just suddenly remembered the guy also from my elementary school. The kid that I hadn't taught in for a long time, but yeah, is of course when he moved schools then, after all. He moved schools. Okay, so, where's the Duke, though, dudes? Could you inform me, where is the Duke that I need to meet? You are Duke God, so shouldn't he be here? Somewhere? I don't know. I don't understand. You would personally say that they understand and they might have empathy. It's really just behavior. It doesn't come with age. It's just that certain behavior is wrong in our culture. I agree to a certain degree, but I do disagree as well, because as I said, you are not grown up when you are a kid. So no, they do not have everything. They may understand, but it's not the same thing as when you grow up and are an adult and so on and forward. Like, I've studied educational psychology nonetheless, so just from those perspectives, I have a very clear picture how that happens to be as a kid. You start to gain a lot more when you start to become a teenager and all, but of course when you are a teenager you have a lot of other problems, because then the hormones are going to be rolling and so on and forth. But definitely, like, it's clear there's those type of different tests where you can test which things are growing up in a kid at what point. Like, at a certain time, the kid is not going to wait for the candy, for example. There's the test where you can see how impatient or how much the kid understands the concept of waiting for the reward. Like, it said that don't touch this, it's going to be here, you're gonna be getting it when I come back, but don't touch it yet. But at certain age, the kid is going to take the candy and not going to wait. Because they're thinking that, okay, a person isn't going to be able to dare to see it, that I'm taking it, so they just take it. So, yeah. Deferred gratification, yeah. Certainly, empathy is something that they already start to learn earlier, but it's something that is growing. It's not something that you just immediately have. All of it. It's something that there's a lot of different things that can be tested. Which things children do at what point. At some point, then the child is actually understanding the idea that you know that the item is missing from the bowl, because who else could have taken it other than you, and so on and forth. For me, it might have been different, since I've always been a bit of a weird person, so things like empathy is a learned thing for me. Yeah, a learned thing, of course, but yeah, as I said, it depends, and there's of course the full fact that a lot of kids can maybe ignore it as well when they are belonging into the group, certain group, for example, and all that. This is going to be a huge area to cover, but I think there definitely needs to be a change in the school system. Yes. But yes, also if we talk about cyberbullying and so on and forth, I do regard the school bullying definitely, as kids don't understand yet very well what they're even doing, as the biggest problem. And as a kid, you can't necessarily really deal with bullying. So that is something that should be considered the biggest issue of everything, for sure. But it's difficult to put these things into words properly always either, for sure. I just like confused though where this Duke guy is when his guards were there. Like, shouldn't he be where his guards are? But apparently not. Well, I'll try to keep on looking as well in the meantime. And yes, peer pressure is immense thing, especially at that age. Yes, peer pressure is one of those things, and you don't, on the other hand, wanna be yourself, putting yourself onto the line when you know that someone else is being teased and so on easily. Like, you can deal with the fact that, okay, if someone is trying to say something to you, but then it's a more difficult thing to think of actually going in between someone else and so on. And those things happen, of course, but it's definitely not all that do that. Definitely not here. I was thinking that this shouldn't be the correct place. But yeah, there's a lot of different type of tests nonetheless that can... Dude. I think I'm gonna be stuck here. Well, we can continue the discussion about police and self-levitation abilities of Carvortius Albudinius and so on and forth. Anyways, but yes, to continue, tell your points of view and everything. Yes. Raking gods. Okay. I'm so getting lost here sometimes. Imperial commissions back. Grand Council chambers. But this is the place that I was already. But I don't think it's in here. Maybe it's one of these other doors then that I need to go into. To Ebonheart. I don't need to go to Ebonheart though. Maybe it's here. Who knows? Yeah, we can talk from experience. For sure. Duke's guard. Are you the Duke? Finally. Varus Vandinius. Finally. I found you. I need your permission. Yes. Permission. I think you are the person anyways that I was looking for. I think. I hope. Are you? The Duke. You're looking for someone special in Ebonheart? Yeah, no, you're not the Duke himself. No, this is the Duke. Duke Vedam Dren. You. You are the person that I was looking for. I want a construction contract. Yes, probably upstairs. Yeah, can't hide for us forever. Wasn't it Vedam Dren? Yes, it's this guy. It's good for discussion's sake at least. Construction contract. Yes, I know of your deeds, Neavarine. I will grant you a construction contract. Here, take it as a token of my gratitude for all you have done for my people. Oh, well, that was easy. Thank you, Duke Veramtren. At least now that he already knows that I'm a Neavarine and all, it's went easily. By the way, Kide, I'm generally sure you know better than me. Just psychology is bloody interesting. Yes, psychology is definitely interesting. I've always been interested in it for sure. Oh dear. Okay, where to now? Is then the next question. Well, if I want to storm Atrona's spirits, then that is something that I would need to try to do. But of course, there's plenty of stuff to learn and read in psychology. And on the other hand, I've loved psychology, I've loved philosophy, I've loved history, all of those things, to be honest. So I like reading all of those subjects. Of course, just philosophy is definitely the one that I am versed at this moment. It's something that I used to read more. Haven't read for a while, and there is a problem that I read a lot, but I remember certain things. I think I should have a better memory in these things. But of course there is a lot to read, in a sense though. On the other hand, and out the Imperial Commission, it was next to this, the right door to go. Is it here? to open heart to get into the bridge. Yes, finally, I'm on my way. But yeah, there's a lot to read. I've read lately also the... Well, not lately, but I've read certain life stories and such, for example, from certain people. Well, my sister loves to read a lot of those things especially, and then she has shared some of those for me too. I read a story about one man who as a kid especially had a really horrible childhood, really horrible. His mother basically called him as a child just an it. He lost his name and everything. It's just so incredible how a mother can do that to one child and then treat the others nonetheless normally. But somehow the one child has to become something else, like a servant in the household and just nameless. It's ridiculous. And then that the other environment doesn't understand it. It's such a weird thing and horrible. But I like to read all sort of things also. And also the very latest books that I had read specifically were the ones where it's about the, say, Eastern Germany from the communism period, exactly some life stories from there, from the communist East Germany, / also some of the people that were actually part of the system there during that time, which is also very interesting stuff to read, for sure. What was the book's name? I would need to check it again if I don't remember the book's name from memory, but nonetheless it's also very interesting. There's a lot of interesting books in existence. I guess they are heavy to read. I guess it just sort of comes naturally nonetheless for me that I can easily read them. It gives a little bit of perception or different views of the world. Yeah, world is crazy, but it's just the thing that, for example, my brother, if I go and tell a little bit of my own history, I don't get along with my brother actually very well. There's plenty of reasons for it. It's kind of a shame. He's part of the reason that I love gaming after all too, so one would think that it easily could be the case that we would get along great, but of course there's also the age difference. He's 18 years older than I am and everything. It's just history, but then again there's not much else you can study in philosophy. Yeah, philosophy especially is also interesting, of course. But yes, there's partially because of the age difference I don't have a good relationship with him anymore. There was one thing that happened that kind of ruined it, which is partially my fault, but partially not. Especially when considering that I was as young as I was. But he's always been very bitter of his life. And I can understand part of the reasons for it. But he would rank his childhood as a 4 out of 10 childhood. As in the worst of the worst. Which is just ridiculous. You don't understand the world or the many different stories, or like that story about the child who were called it. If you think that your life was 4 out of 10. It might have sucked. There might have been many things that you would have liked that would have been different. But it wasn't that bad. It's just not factually correct. But it's just definitely something that I've never wanted to be as bitter as he is. For sure. Hey, you should rest and meditate on what you have learned. Hey, that's nice at least. So I prefer to go and learn about the world and introspect my own life and my parents and everything around it. Definitely my problems, or my family problems specifically, are from my family side, definitely, rather than elsewhere, if we would be talking about those. But I don't want to be telling too much, but well, there's problems definitely there. Definite problems. But yeah, don't want to be talking too much of it. I don't want to be putting that onto other people, but just a little bit. But yeah, it just you used to kind of look up to him, didn't you? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Back in the day. That's why it went, or was very, affected me a lot when our relationship went sour. Because I did look up for him. But then, nowadays, not so much. Rather, he's still good in what he does. He's good in his job. He is teaching his kids well enough and all. He's doing good enough in those things. But everything can be changed, but you have to work for it. Yes. And I could probably change my relationship with my brother to some degree, yes, as well. But I don't think it's worth it. And it's very emotional for me if I would be trying to actually go and approach him again. I've already done it once. And the problem is I know he wouldn't be changing. So if I know that I won't ever get what I would need from the relationship with him, then I don't think it's what I should do in the end. So I've kind of separated myself from him in the end. Me and my brother aren't the best friends too, but we get along, and it's because we work on it. But my brother doesn't want to work on it. It would be me who would need to work on it. I don't think he sees he has done anything wrong ever, pretty much. Otherwise, certainly he would have said something at some point, but I don't think he does. So there would be one person who would need to be working on it, and yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Not going to pray in your personal life, but it's good that you've stayed strong and found something good and built up from that rather than grow bitter. Yeah, as I said, I definitely never wanted to become like him, on the other hand. Yes, there's plenty of humans around, no need to keep on one person around you don't get along with. Yeah. Of course, my mother again at some point said that she wishes for us to get along and all that, but she is actually part of the reason why it went so bad. So it's kind of a, like, if you wouldn't have gotten mixed into it all that badly as well, maybe things could be better, but unfortunately it's not. Now, in my opinion, if you want to have a better relationship to him, work on it. If you don't, leave it. I would, but as I said, I'm never gonna get what I need from the relationship. It would just be worse for me. So that's why I don't. I don't think that it would actually give me what I would want or need. Anyways, so is it worth it then when you know it's not gonna work? You know already his persona, you know what kind of a person he is. So, blood connects us to certain people, what we don't have to like them. As I said, it's partially my own fault, partially not. I was a lot younger when the full thing went on and happened, so he should have been smarter at the time. Basically, it's something that I guess I can tell the story when I already started to tell. Basically, with my brother, when I was around 17, 16 years old, yeah, try to build new relationships. That is what I do, but of course it's something that your brother cannot really be still replaced, especially when he was basically almost like an idol to me when I was young. So there's that problem. As said, it's still an emotional issue for me. But when I was around 16, 17, he told me things that he really shouldn't have told me, because I'm the youngest of the family. He is 18 years older than I am. My sister is 15 years older than I am, on the other hand, and I am definitely the youngest of the family. And my brother told me that he was so unhappy with our parents that he would never come and visit in their funerals or come to their graves, etc. He told some other things about his life as well, or his perspectives of his life, which was totally fine. But that is something that he really wouldn't have needed to go and tell me at that age, because it's something that makes me go and worry about my parents, more so worry about the fact that I have to deal with everything like that regarding my parents, rather than concentrate into the future when you're 16, 17 years old. And yeah, because my sister lives in Italy, she wouldn't ever be able to be responsible. My brother doesn't care, so I'm the one that is responsible. And it was supposed to be something that I shouldn't tell to my mother ever. And then one year, I accidentally did so when I was around 19 years old. Yeah, it's a lot that he should have known better. But then I accidentally did, and then I tried to say to my mother too that she wouldn't react so badly because I thought that she already knew it at that point. And my father actually even said that, like, my brother would have mentioned something about it in my graduation from the school back then, as a 19-year-old. So it was supposed to be something that I thought that she already knew, but she reacted to it very badly, and then informed my brother that I had said something so terrible to her, and so on and forth. And then, of course, when I didn't know that my mother had mentioned anything about it, the next time I met my brother, he was asking me what has he ever done to me so evil or bad that then I would go on and mention that, which really wouldn't be something that I should be carrying as a secret. It's something that he should have dealt with our parents to begin with. It's not something that ever belonged to me to begin with. So I shouldn't have said anything, but I thought that it was somehow something when I had a lot of other things on my mind back then, at that point of my life. So I said it when I shouldn't have. That is the thing that I did. But then I completely fumbled with my words. Because there wasn't really, I was trying to say something, but he is a defensive attorney, so he can be very cold and so on. And then he started saying that I should go and look myself into the mirror and all sort of stuff. Bad stuff. So as said, it's an emotional matter regardless. So I just don't see a way to fix it. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be going and having my own kids, because I know there's a lot of stuff from my background, and I have a lot of stuff in my family going on, so I don't know, man, about it, but maybe not, but we'll see. But yeah. I should be going here forward as well. I was thinking that it shouldn't affect me quite this badly, because I sometimes can talk about it quite fine, but now then, yeah, it actually affected me more again. I should sleep. Fight. Maybe that will make me feel better. Rest some more. Yes, I didn't actually need to rest, so I'm just resting 1 hour now. Okay. You have ascended to level 19. You're really good, maybe the best. And that's why it's so hard to get better, but you just keep trying, because that's the way you are. I guess I shall take these things. And yes, surprise attack. Therapeutic zapping is the best, for sure. But yeah, as said, sometimes I'm able to talk about it quite easily without that much of a problem, so in some sense it felt kind of strange that it affected me now this much, but nonetheless. And thank you. Tajuntaan vissinekko. That was perfectly fitting text at that moment. Very much indeed. Fitting text as well. For the level up, yes. I guess
Make
so.
a special trip just for you. Same low price.
But as I said, he hasn't apologized to me. I have apologized to him on the other hand, and he says it's okay, but I can't really just work with that, so to speak. Because there's things that he said also to me that I can't just forget completely, because they're gonna be staying there, but he doesn't apologize. He's not the sort of person that apologizes ever for anything. Even when I have.
Why walk when you can run?
Yeah. So as I said, I don't think there's anything more that I can really do about it. Not unless I can work with okay. But I don't want to be saying that, hey, you need to apologize. He would need to be able to understand that himself. But if he doesn't want to, then he's okay to live over his life as he does forward. It has nothing to do with me anymore.
Why walk when you can run?
Nothing to do with me. So it was in Margon. That one other quest, though I guess I can find Storm Atronologies on the way.
Where is that slave?
Sorry about it, Tajunta. Yeah, but I don't think he understands really. He lives his life forward. And it's good if he is good to his own kids. And at least from what I've seen, they've grown up well and everything. So it's good. I'm fine with him living his life. It's just that we have nothing to do with each other anymore. Thank you for the positive energy. Noted. But yeah, sorry. As I said, it's still an emotional issue. So sometimes you just don't realize that you're actually in that sort of a mood set. Okay, what do I want to do? Let's equip that. And then where did I need to go for this guy? Shisi. Ask me to assist. Stronghold of Shisi. House Red Run. And yes, hopefully you have a great evening, Noted, and good night and sweet dreams. Yeah. Okay, where do I need to go? Shisi. Infiltrated Shisi, and the Telmani Faves Andes is gone into hiding. Fell at the tower in the middle of the Foera Bani dot northwest of Margon. Northwest. So around here somewhere. Let's try to go and find it, I guess. But hey, you guys know a little bit more about my family relationships, at least with my brother, that is. I get along perfectly with my sister, but of course there's also the age difference of 15 and so on. But she knows better what I've gone through, and better also what my brother has gone through when he was a kid, so there's that. Isn't this west? Now I'm getting confused. Did I say the wrong thing, or did I look the wrong way, or what was I thinking? I was thinking that I was going the right way. East past the Seal Strider, then follow the Foera north and west. As good as SpongeBob. Okay, we do know a little more about yourself, and yeah, I feel like it might be healthy to let it out. Yeah, I've told it to some people, of course. It's not like I've never talked about it to anyone, but of course, quite this publicly. I've not talked about it ever before, for sure, in the stream, after all. Uh, but look at it positively. My family is even more fucked up, but yeah, in the end, there are people who you knew once. Well, there's other stuff in my family. But I'm not gonna be starting to talk about all of it. I just simply talk about my relationship with my brother. Not everything. You missed everything. Oh well. That's totally fine. It's okay. It's all good that you missed it. I was just talking about bad stuff with my brother and all. That's all good. So. Go east. Past the Shield Strider, then follow the further north and west. So I would have needed to go east first, past the Shield Strider. I don't know what is attacking me. You. Girls gotta have some mystery. Yeah, I'm sure we all have some craziness in our families. Yes, I'm sure we do. Come on. Come on, my friend. Yay. Besides, better not talk about everything, but just saying that because I know those things, it's kind of a good thing even to read about. Or I like reading about those real life stories where there's some very bad stuff after all in there, of course. Historical things and also just bad stories, so to speak. Okay, so east from the Shield Strider. So it's this way, I think, then, and then northwest from here. From what I understand afterwards. There's the ghost fence and all. I hope you're not hostile, because I'm going. Maybe this will be the right way. I know. I'm getting confused which is the best way to go and travel. To be honest. No, this is going somewhere for sure. Somewhere into the distance. Hello. Cliffhanger. I can't reach you. You're way too high. Fine, I'm running then, because you're too high. I wanna get closer to you so that I could actually hope to hit you. At all. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm getting tired of this. Taste my sheep fire blasts. At least a little bit. Some destruction scale increase. Aw, that's all over it. No more that I can do. Well, then another one. And yes, foul beasts. Don't get stuck. That won't help me kill you. This is the king of the cliffhangers? Maybe. Probably yes. At least. Birds and beasts. And oh, yes, welcome to the stream as well, Scrap Lord. At least you didn't say before anything, so... before my full story about my brother and all. So... welcome to the stream as well, and hopefully you have had a good week and everything. Hopefully yes. Haven't seen you here for a while, either. Have you been really busy? But it's nice to see you here now. Maybe I should make you a mod too. Everyone's gonna be a mod in the future. Maybe I should... well, At least these guys are attacking. Yeah, I heard all of it. Yeah, that's totally a-okay. Hello. And welcome to you guys, so to speak. 12 gold. Aw, not really a good week. Sorry to hear. Scrap Lord. Okay, but at least fine, I guess. But still, a shame. Worn a chest. A little bit of gold. I guess we should be saving, even though I can see a cliffhanger coming about. And yeah, hopefully it will be better for the next week. Oh, this many cliffhangers even. Cliffhanger on each side. No, not anymore, but there used to be. 11 hours. I don't need to kill you. 2 more hours. There we go. And a little save. This is such a desolate area. Gonna get worse before it gets better. I guess it usually is like that, but at some point it should be able to at least get better. Hopefully soon. Hopefully sooner than later, though. Such a desolate land. But yes, storm atrocities. I am getting close of actually getting the building, though. At least started to grow our own home. Yeah, hopefully you can unwind for sure. Definitely hope so. There you go. We didn't never really get into a decision what game I would be starting after Okami is done either, but so many decisions to do. And yes, definitely take care of yourself, Scrap Lord. This sword is so much more efficient to me than the mace. But I guess that's how it is. Is this actually the correct place? Maybe. I don't know. Is this? Hey, it's Shishi. Ooh. It's good that we actually followed the exact wording, because that way we got here really easily. Unless there's someone dead here. I think we might like to have a torch. Wooden door. Well, Indrel. No one even has anything more than just the plain clothes, though. So that's a little bit suspicious. How can these have tried to attack here and do very well if they have nothing on them? Journeyman lockpick. Probe. This is a probe. This is not a lockpick. How did I confuse the two is a good question, but I don't know. Don't ask me. Yeah, I hadn't played Undertale yet. I was planning to try to do it at some point for sure. At some point. Let's see. Nothing interesting over there. And nothing here, I probably could assume. And nope, nothing of interest. Clash Viper Sword. Was this the right one actually? Long blade, yes. So maybe at some point? Yes. Probably. Well, at some point, yes, but when is that some point is a different question. Hello. You must die as well. Just like you said yourself. Nokoste. Just before the Krabbis guard crashed, it's something I like to drink in the summer. Very healthy and increases serotonin production, for example. A little trivia. Yeah, a little trivia. But interesting trivia. I haven't drunk that tea for sure. I don't think so. Is the guy here or is he not here? These are definitely not that guy. Yep. So, are you planning to attack too? Or are you planning to just stand there? You decided to attack. Your friend kind of decided that maybe it's better not to attack for some reason or another. I'm glad of it because I very much prefer to rather attack or fight against one at a time, so it does. That sounds like a very good thing. Could use some serotonin. Yeah, sounds good. Very much so. You can have poison. I can get your lightning apparently. I'm not exactly sure I like it, but I guess if I must. I could use a little bit of a healing, I'd say. If I do not fail at casting the spell that is important to cast. Seriously. There we go. Finally. Pick the freshest leaves from a clean place, of course. Well, someday maybe. And yes, no, after you wear these guards, definitely. That was a pretty juicy report. Let's see, what does this say? As instructed, a party of 5 entered the Feloti Tower of Shishi. 5 Delvani sorcerers fell and the tower is now ours. But we have suffered heavy losses. We will hold Shishi as long as we can and await your orders. So they did take this place. Steel Sarge Sword. Not too important though. Mighty Blows. Fortify Strength. Interesting. Sure, I'll take that from you. I'll take it. I've tried nettle soup and didn't quite like the taste. Is it different in tea form? Quite mild taste, about the same as the smell. Alrighty. I don't really need those things though, I would have to say. One other person dead. Lots of crates that I can steal stuff from. Let's only pick some of these mayhap. And not all. If you're a tea person, shouldn't be a problem. A lot of dead people though. Etra, and Detra. I don't know. I don't need that exactly. Just... nah. Drawers. It's okay stuff, I guess. We could sleep. I needed to go and move the skull to get the guy out of his hidey hole. 45 personality. I guess we'll pick it. Maybe you guys would like me to fortify my personality. Is it allowed in cooking? Doesn't change the taste much, but you know. You're a tree hugger. Oh, that's all good then. Where? Where did you open this place? Though, is my question. Where is the entrance? Where the guy might have been hiding in, is the question. Yeah, it definitely would be healthy, of course. For sure. I guess in here. Yes, trapdoor. Hello, Vavesandas. You have nice tattoos and all. I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. I'm Vavesandas. How can I help you? Well, I just came and kind of saved your ass, if I could say so. Shishi, have you killed Peraranaselas? Excellent. I can handle the other veterans on my own. I will tell Master Arion that you assisted me. You might find these books of interest, Felensarati. I have already studied them. The Lunar Lorcan and the Hypothetical Treasury has been added to your inventory. Thank you. Call yourself as you may. Hey, those books were too heavy. What did you do to me? Giving me books that are too heavy to carry. Me and my problems with carrying everything. around. What do I drop? Raw glass. Razor plumes. They are not really that heavy though. I do have a lot of bone meal. I don't think I need this much bone meal. 10, I guess I could drop. Maybe I should play a rim world at some point too, eh? Sell stuff. Someday I shall sell stuff, but that day shall not be yet. And to be honest, I did sell something. It's just a question of what did I sell? It sounds delicious. Well, I'm a bit of a tree hacker myself, and yeah, even if you don't have chicken soup or sauce, a nettle goes well in it. Hey, the one weak wheat is pretty much. We gotta say that, though. What to chop? Guess I could chop some more razor plumes. It's not like I need them that much. They look kind of sweet like that, to be honest. Yeah. Then what? Some more bone meal. Yay, that's enough. I chopped enough. Let's go. I've never spoken of chicken soup with such passion. Chicken soup is the shit. I wish I was a tree hacker, never quite succeeded in it. Sadness. You should be doing better as a tree hacker. You need to be a better hacker of trees. You just need to go and practice it a little bit more. Let's just go outside and start hacking trees. I think that should do the trick, right? That's all that it is, right? Question mark. Yeah, I would prefer to sleep before having to fight anything or anywhere, anything. That was a long rest that we had. So, let's save. Let's start to be transporting or traveling elsewhere. It's never too late, so that then hope. I recall. Hey, your mysticism skill increased to 19. I'm very happy about that. The trees are waiting. Yes, the trees are waiting to be hacked. We have a lot back in Seinäjoki for sure that we could be going and hacking. Loads of trees. Loads of trees for us to hack. We can hack all the trees. It might be easier with other people who can wrap yourself around trees without stretching. You're too close. Some privacy, please. Space, if I might say. Hey, it's thundering. It's a storm. I haven't seen many storms, or really lightning even in the sky in Morrowind. Hey, give me lightning. I wanna see lightning storm. Then it's not showing me more lightning. Mean Morrowind. Hey. That was a lightning strike somewhere. I don't know if you can actually see the properly the lightning strike. Depends on the tree. But I have a big personal bubble. Hacking is too close. Yes, that's a little bit of a problem. Hacking is too close. Can't be that close to people. Too close for comfort.
Come on, I haven't got all day.
Actually, the funny thing is also that like even though we are best friends and everything with Satan, then we don't really hack. It's just never been a part of our friendship for sure. So there is that. Even though we are the bestest of the friends and everything, so. It's weird mayhap. I'm sure that for many people it would be very weird not to hug your best friend, but just I'll rather go and hug the tree. It just doesn't belong into our relationship. Don't want trees in your personal space. Understandable, yes. That is a good looking cloud animation. Yeah, it is good looking. Itseäni on tapana kiivetä lähimpään mäntyyn ja huutaa ku hullu. Vai semmoista sä teet? So that's what you do, Tajunta. Don't know why I type in Finnish randomly. I don't know either, but it's fine. It's totally fine. You can type in random Finnish from time to time. It's all good. Yeah, I have hugged other friends of mine, but not you. Yeah, it's just never been part of our relationship for some reason. I don't know why. It just isn't. It's not needed. Sort of. Weirdly. As it is. Is it because you're Finnish, Tajunta? Maybe. Tajunta, that's just because you're crazy. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, totally. And as was stated before, I'm definitely a weirdo. I just don't think I'm a weirdo because I use Celsius. I don't think that's the specific reason that makes me a weird person. But I accept the idea that I'm a weird person overall, though. Otherwise... Okay, so what do I want to do? I could go to Snu left, maybe, but there's not going to be storm Atronachis. I could try to go and clear that place, maybe, and make it a safe haven. There's definitely going to be storm Atronachis and the like there. Though, I could test also, do I have strong enough of a spirit here first? If I don't, then I don't, but if I would, that would be pretty amazing. So I guess I could be going and trying that out first, though, I'd say. It's just raining. We're dancing in the rain. Yes, there's the... and singing in the rain and everything. Now we could be dancing and singing in the rain. I have papers from several psychologists that say that I'm not crazy, so that's something. That's something, yes. That's definitely something. How's about the... Actually, it's nice how you can hear the rain. And thunderstorm kind of over here too, even though you're inside. I didn't realize that you did. So that's something, yes. Was this the correct place? I think it was, yes. So... How about the local sports team? Wait, you need papers? Papers? Let's see. I think I have the contract or the... I got the contract right. I'm pretty sure I did. What scroll was this? Yeah, this was completely something unrelated, I would have to say. Maybe there's some good book that I could read. Lunar Lorcan was the thing that we just got. Definitely haven't read that before. Cities, Shishirpurs. Cities. Interesting. Mystery of the Talara. Notes. Progress. Red Book Saint. Mysteries. Mrs. Gekras 2. Hospitality Papers. Hanging Gardens. Veifolken, construction contract C, value 5,000. Easy money. By the grace of Amsivi, lords and rulers of all, His Grace, the Duke of Vardenfell, hereby grants Valensaretti the right to build a stronghold and villages of no more than 50% out of no more than 400 feet in any direction. Valensaretti may hire no more than 10 men-at-arms and retainers to defend the stronghold. Valensaretti must protect the settlers who dwell within the bonds of the stronghold. Valensaretti must swear loyalty to the crown of His Grace, the Duke of Vardenfell, and to Amsvi. If Valensaretti does not abide by these terms, this contract is null and void, and the rights to the stronghold revert to His Grace, the Duke of Vardenfell. Seal of His Grace, Duke of Vardenfell, Duke of Vedamdren, seal of the vassal Valensaretti. There you go. I myself like to climb into the nearest pine tree and yell like a madman. Yes, a translation for non-Finns. Yes, that is indeed what Tajunta said previous as well. That's definitely because you're Finnish. Yep, definitely. That is the reason for it all. That's what all of the Finns do, especially with the knife. Just take a knife into hand and just climb into a pine tree and yell. Like a crazy man. Crazy person. But definitely don't forget the knife. I think is the important lesson here. Hello, Lunera. Heleran. Yes. Do you have the construction contract and 2 strong souls? I don't know if I have 2 strong souls, but I'll test it. You have the construction contract, but I also need 2 strong souls to form the foundation of your stronghold. I was afraid that I don't have 2 strong enough ones, so that's fine. I had to come and test it out at least, that I do indeed need more than what I have at the moment. So, Storm Atronach, I think, is the ones that we wish to find and claim. as souls for our soul stones. Part of the reason though that I wasn't even able to try to do those things before was indeed because I did not have big enough soul stones. I would have needed to get them earlier. But I'm almost there. We can soon start to actually have our stronghold set up and everything, which is going to be amazing. Let's go. Go, go, go. No waiting at all to do. Okay, so where to? Well, I was saying that that one place which would also relate to our main quest could be a place where we could find probably some storm atronachis, would be at least my assumption that we could. So pitää olla molemmat normipuukkoa ja junkkipuukkoa, että mun silmis on suomalainen. Might be biased. Might be. Just a little bit. Looking forward to the stronghold, yes. I'm looking forward to it too. It will just take a while to get. But I am definitely looking forward to my stronghold. My very own stronghold. And Chim Chim has never actually seen the stronghold, have you? So there's that too. Especially I should really have proper knives as a fiend, considering my mother is even from Härmä. And well, it's kind of the main area where you're supposed to, where the knives are made and everything. Well, at least the specific type, Härmän häijy, and also I definitely should have those.
Quickly out.
Well, I guess I could be thinking that I'm gonna be inheriting them from my father anyway, so it's not like I have to have some right now. Travel to Tel Morato. In the meantime, you've never seen, yes, then it's finally time for you to see what the stronghold can be. In Morrowind, that is. As well as I guess you could see one in real life too. But not quite the Telvanni kind, seriously. Jump. Kide vanhana häijynä kiipeä puun kuorava. Totally. 100%. Actually, the one thing that I was also thinking that I should really read properly through, I did actually read part of it, is the Seitsemän veljestä, Seven Brothers, which is basically one of the first essential Finnish books that was written a long time ago. I don't remember the year, but I guess in the end of the 1800 or so. Yeah, it's pretty Finnish story, really, about seven brothers. I should definitely read it at some point. I don't know if there's a lot of translations in English of it. But anyways, the translations are definitely, unfortunately, not as good anyways, because it just, I don't think all of it can really be translated very well. I was on a stronghold 2 months ago. Just for even Google Translate is having trouble with this Finnish. Yeah, no surprises there because it's kind of very much an accent. So, yeah, Google Translate does always have a little bit of a trouble, but at least the, so to speak, kirjakieli, the basic language should be more translatable than the accents of the different regions. Sometimes it works. Well, now is not time. You must not rely on Google. You gotta learn the language, Chim Chim. Then, and only then you can understand. And to be honest, you will have quite a difficulty of trying to do that. Hey, there was also... Yes. I wonder if it could work if I would just get a Gold Saint. It was said the Gold Saint also works, but I don't know if the other one would work. And there was definitely a Gold Saint just waiting around the corner here, so that's something. Gold Saint isn't just the easiest thing to kill, so we gotta be prepared. But there was a Gold Saint just above here. Gladly. I hadn't killed it yet. Gladly or not, I don't know, but you know, I hadn't killed it anyways. You're a different thing. You're not the one that was here before. Why? Scamp, you're not good enough to be trapped into anywhere. There used to be a gold saint. Just before when I visited here there was a gold saint and now there isn't. I'm very saddened and disappointed. Why? Why must this place derive me from a gold saint who used to be here? God damn it. Maybe I should whip out the actual hard dialectical words in here. Since making some nice progress, I see. I could recognize Suomalainen without Google Translate. Wow! Good job, Chim Chim, you can recognize it. I was just having a conversation about news from Iltalehti translated by Google. That's interesting too then. But sure. Well, color me disappointed. There is no freaking saint, even though there was previously. Which is real annoying. 2 previous times that I was here, there was a saint. Now, nope. Why should there be a saint for me here? This is annoyance. But hopefully, all this Finnish talk doesn't bore some of the viewers. Anyways. Hopefully not. Okay, I can also recognize patronizing kide. Oh, can you? Can you always, if I even talk Finnish? Can you? I should be testing that out. Impressive. What is impressive, Trap Lord? Jim Jim's able to be recognizing things. Kide told me some pretty wild dialectical words. I thought they wouldn't be that bad, but there were plenty of words I had no idea about. Yeah, like köppänen. Köppänen you definitely did not understand, wasn't it? Joten Tenho, write something of our dialect words. Go on, I dare you. I will, but you cannot be waiting for it or expecting it after all, Chim Chim. So it's not something I can just do straight away because you would know to expect it. Chim Chim. So there's that. Hey, but I did your shore. Yes, I traveled to Shishi. I'm glad to hear that Favesantas is safe. Perhaps this will keep House Redoran from making any other unwise decisions. Vardenfell has plenty of land for all 3 great houses. I prepared for you a silver staff of war, another tradition gift of the House Delvani. But I have too much stuff to carry. Why do you give me stuff that I cannot carry? No. Shores. I do not have any shores for you at this time. You have done all that I would expect of a spellfright. Find out what you need for advancement and speak with me again. Well, I guess I have to do some of the other tasks. But, gift of war. Yay. Freaking stuff. Silver staff of war. And a silver staff of peace. Sure, I'll drop that one then. Can't keep both of these staffs. Sorry. You remember Julppi at least. My mind goes blank when everyone expects me of something. Well, I did say the word köppänen. You could write that, for example. That's one of the first ones I usually go for. It's so normal. Yes, extremely normal for us, but not for most of the Finnish people. Julppi. Vissinekko probably doesn't know it. What does Julppi mean? Yeah. Surprise Suomi. Yes, very surprised. It's so normal, and most of the people in Finland don't even know the word. Most, not all, of course, because some do know it, like we, but a lot of the people don't know Julppi. Nope, I'd assume Julppi is a young person. Yeah, no. Köppänen is someone who wants to see it written. Yeah, köppänen. It's like that. Okay. There, in the Daedra Shrine could probably be... I definitely, I think, need to go through that, because there might be some storm Atronachis as well. So I think that is definitely a place I should go into. But in the morning, so let's wait some more. Something like 7 hours. It sounds like chicken pants in Dutch. That's Southerners. But Yulpi is like a zipper. Like zipper in English. It's the zipper, as in Vetoketju, that is specifically the one that is the pants Vetoketju slash zipper. So it's that very specific pants zipper is the thing, is the Julppi. That's what it means. You have sinun on Julppi auki, so you can immediately know, okay, well, my housujen vetoketju is auki, as in your pants zipper is open at that time. Oh, okay then. Now a new word at least. Hey, you're dead. Okay. Storm Outronesses are not a fun thing to hunt, however, but that is something that I think I gotta do. So, need to kill Storm Outronesses and trap their souls, that is. That's a Flame Outronos. Flame Outronos is not what I'm looking for. The most embarrassing Australian dialect is that we call flip-flops tongues. Okay, weird. Flip-flop stones. Okay. Yes, usually just vetskari. Yeah, but vetskari can be just anything, pretty much. So, hey, there is a storm Outronos. My dreams have come true. Well, let's see. I could do something of. Those are not really helpful in this situation. I could restore fatigue, but that's a little bit too strong for that. Just normal, restore fatigue. I guess one of these is okay to use. I used to know some South Ostoborian dialects Etelä-Pohjanmaa, but nobody speaks that way anymore, so I can't remember anymore. So I would say I'll be right with you once I put on my tongues. Yeah, and people would be shocked. Yeah, I can understand that. How much dialect do you use in your daily speech? I personally use quite a lot. It depends. I think I just usually talk more with the stronger R letters that are usually from my region more so, and sus. I don't think I use that often, all those words, especially in this region, of course, because if you consider that I would be talking all of those things here in Oulu, most of the people wouldn't understand me, but of course with Satentenho I talk a little bit more of those, don't I, nonetheless. But as sus, I think the Satentenho could say that I don't talk enough either, but on the other hand, yeah, it's difficult, sometimes not, but I definitely recognize the certain words. So, yeah, I don't know, it's difficult to say sometimes. Where did you go from Storm Outronos? Where did you go? I need your soul. Your soul needs to be mine, but where did you go? There you are. Something else is supposedly attacking me too. I know that he does a lot of damage though, so gotta be very careful with that. And some healing I would like. Restore health. Just a few more hits and you're done. That's good. We got your soul. Your soul is mine. This is very happy coincidence or situation. Storm Outronos, your soul is mine. Forever mine. It's one of these. That is Empty Dagodor Storm Outronos. Was supposedly the best, so that's good. Okay, then a little bit of a save. Have you picked up any dialect from here? Well, a little bit, but I don't think that much. in the end. I wish I used more. Yeah, younger I wanted to have as heavy dialect as I could. I'm proud of Stockholmian, you see. My accent is very mild, though sadly. Well, it's also partially because we are from Seinäjoki, and I think in the end the accent is a lot milder in Seinäjoki than a lot of the smaller surrounding areas. It could be a lot stronger than exactly in Seinäjoki, but yeah. Don't do that. The sexist dialect in Finland, by the way. Oh, the Southern Ostobonian or yours? Is the question, I guess. As such, if you listen to Lauri Tähkä, though, there's a very strong Southern Ostobonian language. Lauri Tähkä, or was it Lauri Tähkä? Yeah, Elonkerju. He played with Elonkerju. Anyways, that guy is actually a child of a man who was at the same, what's the name, rippikoulu? I don't remember what that's actually in English now, but in that same place nonetheless as my mother was, as I understand. So my mother somewhat knows a little bit that direction, but not exactly the person, but knows the guy. Yeah, Lauri Tähkä, yes. Is it like the Irish of Finland? I guess. Oulumurre ilman muuta. I was thinking about that. You probably mean Oulumurre. No. Well, I like my South, well, Etelä-Pohjanmaan murre, but you know. I wouldn't go as far as to compare it to Irish. No, not quite Irish. Not quite Irish, I wouldn't say. The question is, who is attacking me? It's you. You're not that big of a... You don't have a soul that I need, sorry to say. So... You're just someone that shall be killed. That was quick. Poor little plant fear had no chance. It's great too. Now you're just saying that because I said that I like it the best. Is it like the Australian of Finland? I have no idea what you mean with Australian of Finland, to be honest. What the hell is it supposed to mean if it's Australian of Finland? What is Australian to you in English language? Is it the worst? What is it? Then, if it's the most Australian of Finnish, or Finland. That's the question. What does it mean? Hey, that's another Stormatronus. My dreams have come true. I think. Sorta. I should still have mana for the soul trap. Yes. Good. I said it's great, not best. Okay, you, my good sir, when I just get up from here. Maybe. Someday. You failed to cast the spell. I don't know if I have the mana even anymore. I can't think I cast it now, though. I hope so, certainly. Because otherwise that would suck. Ouch. That was unpleasant. Why did you have to do that to me? Let's use a one restore fatigue. And I would like some sort of a restore health. Somewhere. Someday. Quality restore health, sure. Because otherwise I think I would be pretty much soon dead. To be honest. I don't like you doing all of the stuff that you're doing to me. You have trapped the soul. Now only I need to live. And I will be okay. I don't think I have a lot that I can cast, and this would take anyways a while, so I think it would be safer for me to restore my health. Just saying. Standard shock. Fire. Restore health. That one. And just make sure. Okay, we didn't actually need to go all the way over there. I got the souls. Wasn't Australian English originally made to be confusing to British people because they didn't want to be associated with the English? Maybe. Honestly, I like all dialects, especially Karelian ones. They can be weird as hell. Yeah, I do, in all honesty, like a lot of different accents, and to be honest, I like a lot of the languages that are just relatives to Finnish and not Finnish accents after all. I like a lot of those languages too. There's so many of the interesting stuff with the Estonian and Finland connections where there's very similar words but they mean very different things and all. It's probably something to do with all the Irish and Scottish and lower class English they sent down under. Maybe. Okay. Save and rest. There we go. And then let's just recall ourselves back because we got what we need. We got 2 storm atronachis. And that is excellent. Southern Estonia has been said to be kind of Texas of Finland, but that is more on the mentality than speech, yes. Definitely not really exactly the speech in my opinion. The mentality may have, yes. Mayhaps. So, let's just go and take this back. Well, we are actually gonna be able to get our stronghold started. That's it. Because get it started, unfortunately, it's not going to be a working stronghold yet, but at some point. Southern Estonia sounds like an ex-Soviet country. Does it? Maybe it does. To be honest, I do feel weird saying Southern Ostrobothnia as well. It seems incorrect because it's Etelä-Pohjanmaa, just in Finnish. But yeah, it's like it. That nonetheless, I've already started. Just need to start saying y'all. But Visinekko already started, so it's not even something that needs to be started. It's already started with us all, y'all. Just saying. Okay, down. I think we probably won't be playing a lot more either here right now, when I just at least can get this done. Because I'm so happy to at least finally get this started. It's not going to be like our tree, it's going to be a tree house, so it will take a time for it to grow up. But it's important to get it started. I guess we should be going and seeing our little sapling as well, while it's growing up to be the magnificent tower that we deserve. Surely. Sounds kind of German with the os there. Y'all just need to get with the times, yes. Y'all might kinda actually be in our speech pattern. Sort of, yes, I guess. Yes, I will use this source to begin construction of your stronghold. Woohoo! We'll begin soon. How soon? It's my question. How soon will the construction of my stronghold begin? Did you take... Yes, you took the 2 Storm Atronal spirits. That is great. Was thinking the same. Yes. Definitely. Southern... Motherland. Or Austrian. No way. South Northland. Yes. That is how it is. It is the southern of the northern... Osterbothnia, so to speak. So it is just happens to be the south of it. It is indeed south of this area. And yeah, that's the place. South Northland. I suppose most places are north of somewhere and south of another. Yes, that's how it works. There is also the north of the northern land, or this place, and then this is our and that's actually where I kind of live right now. It comes from Swedish Österbotten, Easterbotten, Västerbotten is in Sweden. Yes, definitely comes from Sweden, of course. Almost literal translation, did the best I could. Yes, it's difficult to translate some of those things though. But hey, we got it started. Let's wait here for maybe 24 hours. Just if I can see if this guy says anything more afterwards. I don't know if she does, but I would like to be discussing it. We'll begin soon. How soon? I just want to see it, man. I just wanna see it. Why can't you be any friendlier and nicer? Yeah, Pohjois-Pohjanmaa takes the cake though. Northern Northland, the northeast. Yes, it is the northeast of North places. It'll begin soon, but how soon? How soon is soon? Tell me, guys, what do you think? How soon is soon? I wanna know. I'm like thinking that I gotta wait until this starts because I'm like I wanna know now. When I'm like a impatient kid, just like, is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? Is it started? Hey, your journal has been updated. Now it's time. I should speak with Lulena Leran about my stronghold. Yes. Thou got false advertising. 2, maybe 3. Yes, maybe. Like hours, days. It's soon 3 days. Yes, I want to check on your stronghold, which is being built on the left side of the Ulfrid's grave. I will mark it on your map. Go there and speak with the Krashmak Mukhol, the foreman in charge of constructing your stronghold. Woohoo! So, it should be marked in our map. It's here, Ulfrid's grave. It's not that far from here. It is kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's not really the prettiest region, that I gotta say, but you know, it's okay. It's more about the fact that it's going to be ours, it's going to be our great stronghold, and it's going to be 3, like stronghold. Probably 4, but I'm not sure. Are we talking about governmental processing time? Yes. Then it might be forever. Well, gladly at least this wasn't forever. But how soon would you think it would be, or should be, if you would be saying to someone that, hey, yes, soon, I'm gonna do that soon. It's gonna be done soon. When is that? I keep hearing is soon when you say is soon. To Masakami. You heard it too. Well, maybe soon is here. Very soon. I was hearing is soon too. Well, it is really like is soon. It is like that after all. So I can't blame you for that. I don't know. You don't know. I want you to know. I don't work in government. Well, guess. What's your opinion about it? You're not alone then. Yes, all heard is soon. Everyone can hear is soon everywhere all the time. Okay, let's see. I wanna get there, so water walking is my key. Water walking is my key to get to the destination I wish to get. That guy's just wishing alone. Wishing along, wishing alone. All alone. Let's just go. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should. While we are in the water, that is. Maybe I should do it. I'm sure you already know what I should do. Why not? Right? Makes this a little bit quicker travel after all. Oops, there's a rock. I was able to feel that there was a rock in front of my face. Totally, that's what happened. Was there any decision on the new game? No. Telltale game sounded like a strong opinion. Yeah, I think Telltale game is a good option after Okami. At least one though. I do think that to be the case for sure. It's just a question exactly then. What game? Maybe the Assassin's Game of Thrones is the one that I already have. I don't need to buy it. I would need to buy Assassin's Scraplord. It wasn't here when we talk about the games. What do you like, Scraplord, as a game option? On land, it's a lot more difficult to try to go and walk, though. That I kind of have to say. Efficiently. So I was thinking that Scraplord could also give his opinion. But yeah, Batman games I don't actually have as of yet. So it should be something that I would need to get. But I don't at the moment have it. Speed in. With the water walking again. A little bit more. Okay. I have no idea how this will work on ground though, but guess I can go for a moment like this. And when I can hear battle music, then stop and fight whatever enemies we will encounter. Oh, something's chasing me. It's a cliff racer. It's that hanger, clearly enough. Hey, this is going well thus far. Maybe it's gonna give up. It's surprising how well this is going, all things considering. I would think that I would get stuck at some point, but apparently no. No stuck. No, okay. I think now was the time to get stuck, finally. Well, I'll try to look if I can go around somewhere, but I don't think this will work anymore, unfortunately. Nope. I think this is the end of the road for me to go really easily forward, but I did get far. I do have to say that. Hey, I found a way. I did find a way in the end to continue. I'm kind of just interested to see how far can I get like this. How close to my destination, but let's read a little bit. I trust that you will pick a good game. Okay. Telltale game or some point and click adventure would be the dream. I think Telltale game is good for the next. I would vote for Bloodlines myself, but Telltale games are pretty good, of course. And as such, Telltale games are something that are short, so you can easily start something else afterwards anyways. You don't know. No pressure, Scrap Lord. Yeah, just asking questions. Accidentally runs into a volcano. Yeah, totally. It's fine if that happens. We were all counting on you, Scrap Lord, but that's okay. Aw, damn. Oh, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Hey, we're actually almost there. We're so there that it's pretty incredible. To be honest, I think. We actually pretty much are in our destination. With the boots of the blinding of the speed. I guess I should fight. Yeah. Fine. Let's just actually go and fight for a change. Boots are something that I think I would need to change. Okay. Super Jesus sprinting across waters. I think some Telltale game would be nice. Okay, what would you prefer? Batman games that I don't actually own yet, so I would need to go and buy them, or the Game of Thrones that I do own and I haven't played it yet. And I think I have the Tales of the Borderlands, but I haven't played Borderlands games, so I was kind of thinking that I should play the Borderlands, but not Game of Thrones. Oh, not Game of Thrones. Sadness, or land, whatever. Oh, you also. Can be taken off. Or land, whatever. Speeding somewhere anyways. So, just kind of a pretty bad storm at the moment, so we can hardly see anything. Now we are so much more slower again, I would say. Personally, I'm not a god person. Game of Thrones person. I don't know how good the Telltale game is, but I would like to play it at some point nonetheless, considering I have it. Hey, there's the person that I was trying to come and find and talk to. Hello, Okre, Kashnat Krahmukhol. I don't know. Hello. You hear about your tower? Tell Lulean and Leran things will find you. The work will be done soon. The journal has been updated. Is it there? I'm like trying to look. Ah, there's it's growing. See? It started. It's just a small little sproutling sapling at this point, but it started. Here with the crystals that I've gotten the souls from. With the magic, it will grow. It will grow to be fabulous. It's fine if you don't care for elves, as long as you do your job. And isn't it a lovely place here in the middle of a storm? There is a mushroom nearby though. As said, it's not a beautiful area, but it's going to be great, nonetheless. Well, the Telltale Borderlands is a prequel and a sequel, so yeah, you can just start playing it. Okay. I think it's a decent show, don't understand the hype though. The show is fine. I think the books are supposed to be better. I haven't read a lot of the books, but Silent Hill is definitely read at least most of the books, haven't you? I should be reading at some point. Very scenic. Prequel, sequel, it's like North and South land. Totally. So, Batman or Tales of the Borderlands? Which one is better for the stream? Maybe Batman when I don't know the Batmans actually that well. And what's a Batman though, in what's it otherwise missed. But if you're a Batman fan from the comics, it's a completely different thing. Yeah, I'm not that big of a fan. I like Batman as one of the most from the superheroes, yes, but... Or I find it one of the more interesting ones, but it's definitely not like I'm a Batman fan, but you know, superheroes are not really something that I find quite as interesting. Tales. I assume you would prefer the Borderland Tales than a... preferably. So, now vote. Everyone say, who is still here, either Batman or Borderland Tales. Or just Tales. Choose. Now is the voting time. Choose one or the other. Which will be the next? So one vote for both. Okay, so you just want both of them. You don't care which one is going to be the first one. That's kind of cheating in a sense, because you're just giving the vote for both, not the one that you would prefer more. Not exactly cheating, but a little bit maybe. But anyways, I think I did everything that I wanted to really do this stream with Morrowind, so I think we will be ending today here then otherwise. Tales, I guess, okay. I started reading it when it started being translated into Finnish. That was before the TV show, and I like it. The death started to getting me depressed too at some point. There is a lot of death in Game of Thrones, that's for sure though. But it is like that, Scrap Lord. Like what? It's a matter of life and death. No, I vote for Batman, okay. Visineko voted for Batman. It's a matter of life and death. And Scraplord gave it the vote to Tails. But it's like Tails for me, I think. Okay. Or Batman. Okay, so Jim, which one is it? There's one vote for both of them at the moment. Jim, 472, what is your vote? Satan Tenho, what is your vote? Tajunta said nothing yet, right? Or did Tajunta say also Tails? You don't care. How are we supposed to vote if you don't care? Tails. Okay. I think Tails is winning. Yes. Tails, I guess, is the option then. Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, still that one. I have actually really read a lot of, on the other hand, like one friend here in Oulu actually had the books of the series, the Fables series, so I've been reading that one for sure after I had played The Wolf Among Us. I would definitely recommend those comics if you like comics. At least I personally liked them. The main story comics. Haven't read the very specific ones as such who tell about just that one guy. What was his name? Well, the one little bit different type of guy nonetheless, not the main story character. 3-1 for Tales, I think, yeah. I haven't watched any of them before, so I won't vote. Alrighty. No voting for Satan Tenho. How's Saranin? Well, I think all the Tale games would be nice still to play through at some point or another, but... Oh yeah, also as such we could play the Walking Dead, the Michigan thing, because that's the one Walking Dead that I hadn't played yet, or whatever was the one that was more into the comics and not about Clementine's story. So that is something that we could as such do as well. I don't think there's a lot of other stuff. As such, I guess I could play the Back to the Future again at some point, but I don't think it's the one that is the most necessary, when especially I have played it once through before. And it's kind of a little bit of a earlier era of the Telltale games as such. Sort of. But okay, for Morrowind, I do think we can end here, finally getting the stronghold. Well, at least started. It's a while for it to actually be ready, but it started, so it's good. It's all coming along Millhouse, so to speak. So, anyways, I'll stop the recording here, so thank you everyone for hanging about, commenting, watching, enjoying some Morrowind, and well, even listening to my sad story, so to speak, and everything. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed some more Morrowind regardless here in Twitch and later on in YouTube as well. Stronghold finally started. Thank you for watching. See you next week.